Hey, dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down from
From where? From where?
sunny Dubai, my friends.
God almighty. Look, we did, you know what? Today, there's not even been no poster, no warning. We just said, let's come on, let's go off the cuff, let's just try a transmission. So when tomorrow does finally come, we don't have no mix up with the transmission because you're there, you're live in Dubai for the WBO
Super
Super
Featherweight
Featherweight
Championship.
World Championship fights, and it's going to be a good one. Jamal Heron and Carl Frampton.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be a good one, Ton. Even though it's like, because we're going live and it's going onto YouTube now, it's like you frozen, but maybe I froze on the other side, but it don't matter. We're still doing our thing, right? So, and I'm at the Address Hotel Boulevard, which is one of the hotels back. I'm just grateful to be out here. And like, yeah, big up Chris Howell. Oh, sorry, Chris Howell, sorry.
You calling him a
let's go.
Calling him it's Chris Howell. Come on, hold tight, Chris. We're straight in there, mate. Straight in there. We didn't even warn no one. We just said, Rob, let's just try out this thing and just make sure that even tomorrow, when it cuts out, you can just put your little avatar on there and we can hear you clearly anyway.
Yeah. That's what we got to do. And we just roll and do our thing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
But previewing the fight, Spence, you know, this could be it's a very, very interesting matchup. What
I mean, most definitely, Ton, because we got a contrast in styles. Jamal Heron's very, very tall for the weight. Very tall guy. Facially, he does look like Kevin Kelly. You saw my post. And he's a southpaw. He's got good hands. And Carl Frampton is coming to fight. And you can see it because he knows he's looking at this as his last hurrah. But the thing that worries me about these things, too, when guys are fighting, they say, "Oh, this is going to be my last fight." Sometimes because you got that in your head that is your last fight, you may say you're going to give it your all, but you resign yourself to say that, right, this is my last fight.
Yeah, you've already said I'm not going to give up. But I personally look at that. Carl's just tried a little mind tricks. Carl's guided there to win the fight. And I know a lot of people are kind of got him the underdog. But I'm going to tell you now, yeah, Jamal Heron, and let's talk about Jamal, because I feel he's got the amateur experience over Carl. You know, he competed in the 2011 World Games and actually was the first US Marine to compete in or the only US Marine Corps to qualify for the 2012 London Olympics.
Exactly.
So he has got that pedigree. Yeah, but one thing that stuck out to me is one of his losses came against a young man that I know very well, because I was out in Vegas with him, Ladarius Miller, young, brash, cocky kid. I remember when he first came to Floyd's gym, before he got signed by Floyd, he was sparring with young Otu, and I think that's still on YouTube today. But I was kind of shocked when I see that Ladarius has already beaten this guy. And that's no disrespect to Ladarius because he's 27 years old now. And he's only lost twice. And he was always a good, confident young fighter. I remember him sparring with Adrian Broner. And he was a young kid and everyone was ducking Broner in the gym. And he said, "Come, let's spar." And I remember Ladarius got out the ring and he said, "Man, that motherfucker can hit, man." Yeah, but when I see that he had beaten Jamal Heron, I said to myself, you know what? Carl might have a good chance here, you know, a better chance than people are giving him.
Yeah. But you know what? The fight's not long away, and we'll see. But I'm saying, like, game plan for this, Carl's got to start early, you know?
Yeah. And
he's got to try and step there for it early and get out of range of them long arms.
Yeah, because stylistically and just the way that the two fighters match up, you know, Heron is massive compared to Carl.
He is.
But as long as Carl can stay out of the way of those long arms by getting inside, I believe Carl can do damage to the body.
You know what? I was speaking to Carl earlier. I'm going to post a thing. He's properly up for this fight. He knows the body attack's going to be paramount because Jamal Heron is going to move up in weight after this fight. So when man's talking about, I'm going to move up in weight, he's finding it difficult to do the weight. That's why you're moving up, bro.
Facts.
Right. So if Carl can whack that body good, solid body attack, we don't know what can happen. It's gonna be a good fight. But then you got, Bomac. You like Bomac, you know.
Yeah.
The trainer of Terence Crawford and also the trainer of Jamal Heron. Because Bomac come vibes up the place today at the weigh-in. Bit of noise that man make. You know
I told you, he's a serious guy.
Yeah, he vibes up the place. Vibes it up.
He's a very serious guy. And, listen, let's get it right. Jamal's 35 years old. And 35 are in these lower weight classes, someone that could be struggling to make weight can play into the hands of Carl Frampton.
Yeah, you're an old man.
And he does look old, to be honest with you. I'm just being real.
You're an old man. And you know what? It's like the odds are pretty dead even for this fight, you know?
Okay.
Right, I'm just looking at the odds right now. Yeah, I mean, it's 11-10 for Jamal Heron to win. It's 11-10 for Carl Frampton to win. It's 12-1 for a draw. And it's 9-2 both ways for this fight. Identical odds right throughout the odds for all of them.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's on Sky Bet, but it's the kind of same on where we're like they don't know, so they're not even taking our chances.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you.
Go on,
no, I'm telling you, that is the thing that sticks out in my mind. The defeat to Ladarius Miller. And I'm just saying that, Ladarius, that fight was in 2017. And, we're moving on 4 years now. And 4 years ago, Ladarius Miller could not beat Carl Frampton. No way, Jose.
All right, then.
Even though Carl's smaller than him, Carl can punch. Carl has always been able to punch. I remember Barry McGuigan and Carl first come down to the Peacock. And it was around about the time I had the the Camp 24 competition. And there was a young boy by the name of Ollie. He was only about 17. But he sparred with Carl and Carl dropped him with a body shot.
I remember when Carl Frampton was brooking up Quicksilver, you know.
Bro, Carl Frampton used to beat up bigger guys than him. So Carl ain't going in there thinking, oh, this man's big. He used to spar with Nathan Wees and people like that. So
yeah, he used to punch up Nathan as well.
I never said that. You said that.
No, but I'm telling you, I was there one time he sparred with Nathan. He punched up Nathan.
Nathan's a sweet boy, man. Nathan's a sweet boy. He's too sweet for boxing. But anyway, but the point I'm making is that Carl would be very accustomed to being in the ring with guys that are bigger than him because he's quite a short guy, for any weight. But he does certainly pack a punch, and I think there could be an upset tomorrow. I think there could be.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think there could be an
upset because they got evens this fight.
Okay. Well, then that means the bookmakers really see it the way I see it, and after Jamal won the title from what's the guy's name from Masayuki Ito, he defended. He made his first defense against is it Lamont? Not Lamont Peterson. What's the guy that he fought? Lamont Roach, and that was a serious fight. Carl, have you seen that fight? Lamont Roach against Jamal Heron.
I watched all of these world title fights.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was
together. Remember, we was like I was on my yard using your yard. We watched. We studying him.
Oh yes, that's correct.
He got hurt in that fight.
He got hurt. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That Carl would do well to go straight to the body from the very beginning.
He will, and that's what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to have applied smart pressure, because I was speaking to Jamie Moore, the trainer of Carl Frampton, and he was like, all the talkers. What next one? What I don't like. I don't like the fact that Heron has come into this fight. Heron's come to this fight, and he's only come to Dubai like a week ago. I don't like them things.
Well, I mean, how many hours is it to Dubai on a plane?
From them guys, from where they are?
Yes.
It's like a 10 to 12 hour flight, mate.
Well, you know what they say? They say a day for every hour you spend in the air.
Yeah.
So every hour. So he should have been there 12 days before.
100%. So, but you know what? Everybody's different. I remember he's an ex-Marine, so he's used to flying and going to fight.
Yeah. The man that fly Vietnam and shoot up.
And bust fair shots.
Yeah, because he went to. Well, he was stationed in Iraq. When he was in the military. So he knows. He's a very disciplined guy, and I'm sure someone of that stature would really know how to play. But a lot of fighters have made the mistake, you understand, and not acclimatized soon enough. Has he ever been to Dubai? That's
exactly.
That would be.
Out here it's hot, but it's not crazy hot. It's like 30s. It's not crazy hot. You know what I mean? Certain times it's out and it's crazy hot. Like what? It ain't crazy hot like that. You know what I mean? Big up Leighton, Evelyn. You know what I mean? Big up yourself. There's some mad motorbikes running up and down there, on the strip in Dubai.
Well, what's the COVID procedures over there? Is it quite strict?
Bro, to fly, I had to take a test. And you got to have your test 72 hours before you fly. And then when you're coming back, you got to take a test as well. I took my test earlier today.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, bro, Joe Farmer, big up yourself, bro.
Come on, old tight Joe. You know this it. nothing that a Guinness punch and a bun and cheese can't fix, Spencer. You don't know.
Yeah, you know that one.
Come on. Old type BM boxing news. Salute to you guys. And of course, Jamal's coming to win. I think they're both definitely coming to win. It's a high class, world class championship fight. And
1,000,000% is.
I think Spence. I think you made a good point there. It's never really a good sign when fighters start saying this is my last fight, and I would have preferred.
You know why? What was it? It was June 27th, 1988. The 91-second debacle, Michael Spinks versus Mike Tyson. Before the fight, Michael Spinks said, "This is my last fight. This is my last fight. This is my last fight." He just got broke up in 91 seconds, bro.
Tyson just clap him out and then twist his neck after the knockout. Yeah, that's one of the greatest knockouts. That's a highlight reel if ever I've seen one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen. Again, we don't know what's in the mind of young Carl Frampton, and he might be just using that as a tactic. For all we know, he wins the fight and then go and has another defense and just.
Nah, on the reels, I believe that this is Carl Frampton's last fight. Generally, I believe I've got some inside information that generally this is his last fight, and he's gonna give it like his last hurrah kind of thing, right?
Okay, well, Spence, Hopkins told the world he was gonna have one more fight for his mother. Bro, the man fought about 5 years after that.
bro. Listen, stay true to your word. If you're making a promise to your mum, stay true to her word. But you know what? It is the game. It is what it is, man. This boxing is serious, bro.
Yeah, because it's the theater of dreams, isn't it? I think. It's easy to say you want to walk away from the sport, but when it's something you've done your whole life, a lot of fighters, and especially when your name is still big, it's a difficult thing to do, to walk away from the sport that's really giving you the life you live or are living. So it'd be a good thing. I will respect Carl for him to go out there, win this belt, become Ireland's first ever freeweight world champion, and bow away gracefully. You got to take your hat off to the man.
Yeah.
That would be a great thing.
And it's a decent undercard as well.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the undercard, Spence.
The kid to look out for, there's a kid called Keyshawn Davis.
Yes.
Lightweight kid. He's had one professional fight. He boxed on the DAZN show. And good kid. Very good kid.
Yeah, I watched that fight. I watched the debut. He's young and he is a talent. I'm just, he is a talent. It's very, very early days. This is,
early days. But the thing about it is this, what I'm saying early days, Ricky Hatton's son's a lightweight, right? And the way Sky was bigging up his son, Ricky Hatton's son, big up boxing news.
Come on.
I mean, thank you very much.
Great show. Who's your pick to win?
Show. Who you picking to win? I pick Herring.
Yes.
So you know what? And then I'm gonna tell you the next thing. Jamal Heron and Carl Frampton are both very, very nice young men. They're both nice guys, man. So it's kind of weird. Like usually a man like Jamal Heron, when he see me, I've never met him. He only knows me from Instagram. The hug and love that you were showing me, I said, nah, brother, you're a real one. It's like when I come in, it's like the Yankee man that didn't know I was, right? So Jamal Heron posted what I posted. You see today when I went to the weigh-in, of the Yankee man, yo, master knowledge, man. This motherfucker knows the man and will hugging me up. I said, yeah, you little punks. You must have got some little idiot, man. So,
Come on.
And Paul Mac said he's gonna come on our show as well. So hopefully we can get Paul Mac. Hopefully we can get him next week. Like goes and exchange, then boop, and all the rest of it. But yeah, that man will show me some bare love at him. But great. The day before, they must have thought, who's this guy? Like everyone's coming and talking to him, but they weren't showing me no love. But you see today, when I'm coming to place, because them Yankee man start post out the TikTok, all of them man start bread me.
Well, they never knew the knowledge before, but they know the knowledge now, so that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
But going back to the question from BM Boxing News, who is your pick, Spencer Fearon?
It's a difficult one, It's a difficult one. But I could see the fight going two ways. It's a very difficult one.
Yes.
I could see Heron most probably outboxing Frampton. Frampton won't be able to get inside.
Yes, very possible.
And then when he does get inside, it could be too late, and Heron runs away with it with a unanimous points win. Or I could see Carl Frampton sticking it on Heron because regardless, this is still Heron's best fight that he's been in with.
Absolutely.
And I could see Carl Frampton sticking it on Heron, hurting him up to the body, and winning a close points win where it still leaves something in for Jamal Heron when he moves up in weight to still be not really a massive threat, but could end up getting a world title shot.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. So it's very much a pick 'em, and like I said, it's been reflected in the bookies because they bet with the head and not the heart. And you've seen it's a very close fight. So it's a hard one, and it wouldn't surprise me if it ended up being a draw.
Okay, so that is that what you're going with? No, I don't want no 50.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, but it's like it's a very difficult one to go with, you know, because even though man was saying that they were thinking that Heron's gonna be weight drain, bro. When the man up me, he felt stroke.
Yeah. You know when man give you the grip, you say, bro. But listen, I think size may well play a big factor in this fight. And unless Carl can be prepared to take a bit of fire on the way in, I can see Heron really boxing his way to a 12-round decision. Having said that, I want to tonight. I'm gonna watch Frampton's last fight. I know it was against a UK guy, and I know he stopped him. But they say you're only as good as your last fight. So I want to watch that fight and look at it. But I can't. How many Southpaws does Frampton face in his career? That's a good question.
It's a good question. And you know what? Even me being the knowledge, I don't even freaking know to.
You see, I was trying to think about it. How many Southpaws as Carl actually faced? Because I'm sure, Kiko Martinez wasn't. Chris Avalos, I know he wasn't. Scott Quigg definitely ain't a Southpaw. Leo Santa Cruz ain't a Southpaw. Nonito Donaire, I'm sure he's a Southpaw.
No, he's an orthodox fighter, man.
Oh yeah, he is actually. Yeah, he is. Luke Jackson, Josh Warrington. No, I can't.
Yeah.
So that may play.
But you know the thing is this: like we're dealing with Southpaws. I believe that Carl Frampton has to be engaging in this fight and fight close. And when you're up close, it don't matter if you're a Southpaw, orthodox, even if you're dead on. But when you're up close,
before we continue, enough love to Off the Canvas Boxing. He says, man. Love the show, guys. If it's a draw, does that stall an idea of retirement until the rematch is done and dusted? That's a fantastic question.
Yeah, I believe that it would, because they could have a rematch, and if it's a good fight, then it could be in a bigger platform. You know what I mean? And yeah, but what I'm saying is this: like, I hope that it's gonna be real. I hope that it isn't a draw. I hope that there is a decisive winner.
No, there will be. But let me tell you what makes this fight difficult as well for Carl Frampton. And Jamie's our guy. Jamie's a very studious trainer, young trainer. And I know that he would have done his homework as well as Carl. Remember this. Jamal Heron jabs from the outside. And the second you try to get inside, it gives you a check right hook. And he just turns you. And that's his blueprint. But having said that, this is what can lead Carl Frampton to drop that left hook downstairs, which is one of Carl's best shots. But he has to get there, Spence. And Carl himself is no spring chicken. Carl is 34 years old, or 34 years young as well. But it definitely is not going to be a draw. It ain't going to be a draw. It's going to be you know what? I'm gonna say Carl Frampton's gonna win the fight and become Ireland's first ever freeweight world champion. The knowledge is gone. I don't know where he's gone. He's left us. Maybe his connection. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, listen, it's Dubai you know. You know, Dubai like to just look up people's thing.
But yeah, I was saying that I'm gonna go for the wild card, and I'm gonna go for Carl Frampton to become Ireland's first ever freeweight champion. And I'm saying that with my heart, not with my head. I'm just saying I'm making that point now. I'm saying that with my heart, not with my head. Because if I'm talking about my head, I'm saying Jamal Heron boxes comfortably to a 12-round points decision. So my head says Jamal Heron by points, but my heart says Carl Frampton by stoppage.
Okay. And you know what? I pray that you're right on this one, Baba Tunde. Alexander Wilson said, doesn't the winner of this fight, thank you for your $5 donation, Alexander. Doesn't the winner of this fight have to fight Secure next? Nobody wants a draw because the winner versus Secure is a big fight. And I'm telling you this now, right? Because I'm in with a no. I know Jay Prince very well. I know the advisors and the management team because I work for MTK Global, right? Of Carl Frampton. None of them guys want Secure Stevens, right?
It ain't gonna happen.
It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. So forget them talk. Nobody wants to go nowhere near that guy. For the simple fact, he's too young, he's too tidy, and they just don't want that work. I'm just being real.
Yeah, in fact, it could be a good retirement fight for the both of them, to be honest with you.
Well, it would be a good retirement fight for both of them. They want to be able to spend their money properly too. Exactly.
Because both of them, you know, they seem both seem coherent still, and they've been good ambassadors for the sport, and they've both created history right now. To be honest with you,
yeah, 1,000,000% there, 1,000,000% there. So, you know, it is what it is. What am I seeing in there? Uzi Tang says, "Yeah, big up Prince Teddy. Thank you very much, everyone. Smash the like button. 40 people watching. 40 likes are needed." But even more than that, because we never told no one. That's why, like, the numbers, we just trying to think to see if the thing was going to work out here, and it's working, so it's all blessed. Uzi Tang says, why is the fight on Channel 5? Did none of the big organizations get their wallets out? Yeah? Or something. Now, this how it goes is this. Channel 5 is big, you know, because Channel 5 to get numbers, terrestrial TV.
Yes.
So that fight will still get more viewership than what Sky get. Right? I just want you to know this now.
Free TV.
Free TV. You're gonna get a bag. They're gonna get good numbers. I'm telling you. And also, they're gonna get a lot of the Irish contingents who've got Channel 5 who are gonna be tuning into this fight. So it's gonna. And also, let me big up myself for calling Duke McKenzie to come on The Fight Is Right with myself and Babatunde Ajayi, because when we said it's sacrilege that they're not using Duke McKenzie on TV, and the matter of fact that Duke McKenzie has to come and do our watch along for the Carl Frampton fight, because I said you're going to get work for the Carl Frampton fight because Carl Frampton's bidding to become a freeweight world champion. Right? The first guy in British boxing history to do it was actually Duke McKenzie, even though Carl Frampton's an Irishman. So then what happens? Channel 5 are using who? Duke McKenzie.
Come on, we done it again.
Right, we done it again. So we're just showing how powerful. Well, you know what I mean? That we're double trouble. The Batman and Robin. You know what I mean? They want to give us some money, bro.
Don't worry. We're getting it. Alexander Wilson, again, thank you for the $5. He said Aram this week was talking about Frampton, said to him that he wants Shakur. Is Bob blowing hot air? Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Alexander.
Bob ain't blowing hot air. What Bob is blowing is gas.
Come on.
Right? I'm telling man straight, that fight's not happening.
Well, nah, you wouldn't want to get broke up by
you die in the place.
You know, I don't think Carl would want to end his career against a future GOAT You know,
why should you?
This is a good way to go out. You know, and hopefully he'll come away with a win. But let's not get it wrong. Jamal Heron is not coming to make up numbers or let another man create history on his name.
He's not. He's coming correct. He's coming correct. He's coming with a game plan. He's coming to fight. He's coming to win.
And what motivation to have someone like Bud, who, in my opinion, is already a GOAT. In my opinion, is the #1 fighter in the world, pound for pound. What a boost to have someone like that as your training partner and an advisor.
You know what? It can only be a good thing because energy goes where it flows, and you are your environment, and that's gonna rub off on you.
Absolutely. It didn't help my boy the other week though, Maurice Hooker.
Yeah, you know what? For real, it didn't help him at all. That was vicious, bro.
Because Victor Ortiz was coming strong, fam. Like it,
Listen, man, he was stronger than he was stronger than Right Shore deodorant, bro.
Hey, he can swing. He's still a bit greener, still a bit more seasoning, and then he'll be ready for the top waterweights, absolutely. But what a record! I think he's 17-0 with 17 KOs now.
Right.
So and
you know what I like about the kid as well is his willingness to want to fight people. He's calling out the names, and it's not for the sake. He's not no gas talk. He's calling out their names because he wants to fight those guys. And these are the guys that we need in boxing.
Yes.
We need guys like that in boxing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're always gonna have them, but we know the business side of it doesn't make things as easy as we would like them to.
Yeah, it doesn't. But he's not shying away from these guys.
No, evidently.
As we're talking about the welterweights, I recently read an interview by Keith Thurman, and Keith Thurman says he couldn't tell you the last time that he has spoken to Al Heyman.
Well, you know what? If you ain't coming proper with Al, the phone ain't picked up.
Bro. Al serious, ton.
Big up Jermaine Williams. Oh, no, wait. Big up Jermaine Williams, best watch along on the planet. You know that. I didn't even tell people about this watch along. We just said, look, let's try the connection because tomorrow is the official watch along, and we just wanted to make sure that we do get some form of connection and no hiccups on the night. So big up Jermaine Williams, yes sir. Prince Teddy says I'm going with Frampton by decision. I think he has superior speed and footwork. Now that I'm not too sure about, because if you watch Jamal Heron, he does a lot of turning. He does a lot of turning off the jab, and that to me could be Frampton's Achilles heel tomorrow night. Because obviously being a bigger man, the longer reach, that's just where it is. When he's not going forward, he's going to be using the jab going backwards and turning calm. That is, stylistically what you would expect a fighter of Jamal Heron's class to do. And the fight is going to be whether Carl Frampton can get inside. That's just it, black and white. If he gets inside, I know Carl will hurt him to the body.
Yep.
Uzi San said, when are we going to get Baba Tundi, Shiny Cocoa Butter promotions? Bro, it's coming. You know what? But right now, we got to focus on boxing. Everything's coming after. But big up Uzi San, you know the set. Oscar Valdez wants the winner of Heron versus Frampton, Loma and Tank. Well,
bro, listen to what I'm saying to you. Hearing after this fight, win, lose or draw, is moving up to lightweight. Frampton after this fight is retiring.
So then, doesn't that mean that the belt will be?
It'll be great, and Valdez, if he's talking so wicked, will end up fighting Secure Stevens. That's what will happen.
Okay. Does Oscar want to risk that? Because I think Shakur already has become the bogeyman like Terence Crawford. And a lot of these guys are trying to overlook him, or just not even overlook him, just pretend he's not there. But they know he's there. He's there. And
Yeah.
to be honest with you, the longer you leave it with Shakur, I think the worse it gets. Because he matures physically, mentally. We already know.
1,000,000%.
We already know he's got a great boxing.
Constantly improving as well. Very,
Yes.
very good fighter.
Yes. Big up TKK77 says, big up from Sloughton. You know the set. Spencer knows it all. That's right. Except for when I dropped him with a body shot.
There we go. Listen, I hit Tony so hard he can't remember that he thinks that he beat me up. I hit Tony in the body and he poo-pooed for 3 weeks.
Don't listen to them.
While I'm here, let me big up Suited and Booted, right? I went down there today. They heard I was in town. They said if I could come in, Tundi, these people cut you your suit and you have your suit within 24 hours.
Wow.
So, like, you go into their studio, it's a little flash, but then next door to the studio, adjacent to the studio, is like they just got a sweatshop, bro, where man just turn out your suits. So they made me a really nice pinstripe suit, right? Because they're saying, if you're the best dressed man in British boxing, so we gotta try and cut you a suit. They cut me a suit. I will have the suit. I leave on Monday morning. I'll have the suit Sunday evening. So that's how fast these guys work. So I got to go tomorrow for another fitting, get my suit done, and then away we go. So I got a big up Suited and Booted because I said I'll big them up. And they said, when is Tundi coming in town? So they could chop you a suit as well, because you know it goes.
Come on, all day. I'll be there. Don't watch nothing. Steve Bailey says, will Heron flying to Dubai late for the fight play a part in the fight?
I believe so, Steve. I believe so. You mean? I believe so. Remember what happened to Lennox Lewis?
Yes.
Right, I believe so, Tun. I don't like when these guys are coming and then they're not. You mean? I believe so. But what I also say is, like, the guy's a Marine. That man's got different body plyometrics and
different blood
and in their body.
Yeah, but listen, and in the same token, some fighters, when they come out too early, they get sick, they get homesick, and it plays a part in the fight as well. So I don't really think it's gonna have a major. I do think a week. I would have preferred it if he was there 2 weeks. We're talking about, it's not as though these are novice guys and have novice people around them. They should afford to, pay for the extra stay. Because sometimes I can talk for myself. When you're coming up from the dirt, the promoter says we're only paying for 5 days. You just have to take it, fam.
No, but the thing is, you're a world champion, so they're getting paid well. They're getting paid well. I'm telling you this now.
I'm trying to say.
Right, they get paid well. So I would have taken them chances. Me personally, I would have come in early, even if I got pay out of my own pocket. But
yes,
you're a world champion, and I know you're getting paid good money for this. So yeah, I would have come a little bit early, me personally.
Well, the stars may have aligned right for Carl, and obviously, a lot of British people will be supporting him, and the Irish boxing fans will be supporting him tomorrow night. You
know what? I've not got a lot of time for Carl, man. I've got a lot of time for him, and yeah, there's quite a few Irishmen in the play. Yeah, what you see how powerful this internet is in from my room. It's not letting me get no internet off of my phone now,
Oh wow!
Because if it does suck out the energy to it.
Well, listen, you hear on this surprise. The fight is right, and I think maybe we're going for another 10 minutes. And
now I'm gonna order. It's like it's 11:30. I'm gonna order some food in a minute, sir.
Okay. What are you, like 3 hours in front?
3 hours in front. I'm in like fair play. I mean, I got a nice little penthouse where they gave me to be up in, so I'm just cool up in air, just chilling.
We don't need to hear you in a penthouse.
No, I did have to say that actually. Right?
You're trying to rub things in. Like, bro, certain man's on the ends watching this.
Yeah, because dream, believe, become it, bro.
Yeah. Dream it, believe it, become it. There you go. You're inspiring us, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, I see a question by Vision. Vision says, no, before Vision, Alexander Wilson again.
Big
said,
up Mr. Wilson.
He
Mr.
said,
Wilson.
what next big fight that involves a Brit that doesn't include AJ, Fury, Saunders, or Frampton? Well, I can answer that straight away. Craig Spider-Man Richards versus Bivol. May the 1st is going down. The South London man, Sydney man, bruv, we're coming all guns blazing. We know it's a big task. I was talking to Craig's sister the other day, and she said, Tun, we know it's a big task. We know people's underestimate, but God now sleep. You understand? We're going in there with full faith. We're not going in there to make up the numbers. And that's going to be, listen, I've said it from the very beginning. Craig Richards was always going to fight for a world title based on his work ethic. The boy has always trained tremendously hard, even when he was with us or training with me. Always wanted to be first, and even if he wasn't first in the runs, he'll come back and. But the guy is just a hard worker, and he's proven that even with his last performance. What a knockout that was, Spence. Live on Channel 5 again, I think that was. Was that Channel 5?
It was. That was a horrible knockout when he knocked out Shakan Pitters.
Shakan Pitters, yes, sir. So that's a big fight.
Shakan Pitters is a good fighter, man. I rate him.
Good fighter. And so that's definitely the next big fight for UK, and it's a world title. We already know Bivol, probably one of the most decorated amateurs ever. So and
Bivol, one of the most decorated. What? Okay, I hear that.
Yes.
What, did he win a World Games gold medal?
No. But listen,
did he win an Olympic Games gold medal?
You know how many goals he's got? I'm gonna show you right now.
No, he's got enough golds.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. The guy's got bare golds, and he's not a joke. He ain't a joke. Okay, let me break it down to you. Amateur careers. Okay, gold at the World Combat Games, silver at the Summer Youth World Games Championship, bronze, gold at the Cadet World Championships in 2006 at middleweight, gold at the same championships at light heavyweight 2007, European Boxing Championship gold medal in 2012, European Cadet Championships gold 2006, European School Championships gold at heavyweight. Fam, the brother is one of the most decorated, and in 17 fights with 11 knockouts, he's already a world champion. He's definitely.
Did you see his fight against Shalambe?
Yeah, for sure. But again, this is why Craig can do something, because
Craig's gonna beat him.
He still is learning on the job.
Craig's gonna beat him.
That's why I'm saying Craig, bro. I'm backing Craig 1,000,000%.
I'm telling you.
I'm backing Craig for that fight. So, and I'm saying bring it home for South London and for the UK, Craig. I know Craig ain't playing no games. And I've been telling people this for a long time. Craig has got a hard jab. Bro, I used to take him with the pads. His punches are stiff. Maybe his record doesn't show that, but I know Shakan Pitters, he knows about that right now. He knows Craig can punch. Vision said Richards isn't beating Bivol in 1,000,000 years, I'm afraid. There's levels. Listen, this is boxing, Mr. Vision, and you can't measure a man's desire and heart. Listen, on paper, I wouldn't really disagree with you, but I know Craig. Listen, nobody gave Anthony Yard a chance in hell, and we were a few minutes from creating one of the biggest upsets. However, Craig can more or less do the same thing. Bivol, is 30 years old, I think. Craig must be about that now. if not maybe a little bit younger, but Craig must be about 30 years old or so. So why not? Why not? You know, let's get behind our man and let's see if he can do what we want him to do. So that's the next big fight. We're gonna talk about that nearer the date, so let's not spoil it for now. But I think that's the next big fight involving a Brit. I know that. What's the bantamweights boy from Barry from Dominic's gym? Kid Galahad. He's fighting for is it the IBF they're fighting for?
Yep, the vacant IBF crown. I told you the story on that, so Tundi knows the inside information. Yes. There was a bid, and because people think you could be one smart or two smart, but don't be three smart, and they lost to you a lot of money, but it is what it is.
Yes. IA said I like that. IA said if there's no medals at the Olympics, World Championships, or European Champions, records cannot be decorated. Well, I don't know whether you just heard what I said, but
he's got an amazing resume. He's decorated.
It's decorated.
Right? It's decorated. No one don't business about all them championships that you won gold medal at.
And there was let's get it right. It was a long time ago as well. So you know, as you said,
no, don't get twisted. The Yukon box.
Listen, I mean, listen. We watch boxers on telly, but I actually watched him live. When he fought Chilemba, I was there because that was on the undercard of Kovalev against Alvarez, the first fight in Atlantic City.
All right,
and I was there, and that night
because you was at the fight, that's why Kovalev lost because you lot put juju on him.
And that night, I said to the reporters I spoke to, the most impressive boxer I saw that evening was Bivol. And that's the first time I ever saw him box. I was impressed by
Shalambe, yeah.
Who did he fight on that card? It might not have been Shalamba. It might have been Shalamba, you know.
Shalambe is 94 years old, son.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like it's different when you're watching it live. You see things more intricately. I see the speed. I see the movement. It was good. He was a very, very good fighter, and I like it. I like him. And I'm still going with the Craig win because I want Craig to win. And inactivity could play a part as well on Bivol's side. Tundi speaking facts though. That Smith win is Asian. Like fine wine. Come on, you know the set, bro. Big up Prince Teddy, Amir Khan and Fire Show on BBC iPlayer. It's too funny. I heard about that still.
What is?
The Khans, innit? Him and his wife got.
You know what? It's mad that you're talking about Amir Khan because I just spoke to him about 2 hours ago. He's in Dubai. So it's expensive. I got all kind of tickets for him to come down to the fight. So he's out here right now. So
I see Maz calling out Kell Brook when he knows Kell Brook done, bro. Bro, we should have fought Kell Brook when he was live.
Bro, I know what. I don't want to remember when I hotted up Amir.
Yeah. Right?
So I don't even want to give that too much energy. Amir's doing his thing. He bought a really nice house out in Dubai. Wicked. He bought a wicked yard out here. Like, let Amir Khan do his TV thing. People actually like to tune in to watch him. Let him just do that. He gets the numbers. But I can see where he's saying, Char, let's just fight Kell Brook because I just want to fight you now. Maybe he just thinks like the punch up that he got from Crawford, he must be like, yeah, I could just outskill him. And you know what? If those guys can split money together, then let them fight. I'm not going to say no.
I said this before the Crawford fights. I said the two of them should fight and just relax, right off into the sunset. But, you know, money has a way of making us do things. I just read, which was another important point, a world title fight that's soon coming, I think in 5 weeks' time, is Sonny Edwards is fighting the African brother. What's his name?
That ain't no joke, you know.
Hey, I've seen that boy swing.
Right, that guy's no joke.
That ain't gonna be no joke fight. That's a serious fight.
You better eat your chips for that fight, bro.
Yeah, that's a serious fight. But you know, Sonny's a good boxer, very confident in himself, and it's gonna take a good fighter to knock that confidence. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. So, you know, listen, let's hope Sonny brings it home. And
I'm just looking and I don't know what I'm gonna have to eat right now, you know. But you know they give you these pad things to go order up your food.
Yeah. Brother, I'm envying you right now because I would love to be on holiday myself, but it's all good. What's for you is for me anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking I might have a linguine, you know, but I don't want to eat something too heavy right now.
Yeah, Ignorant Boxing says Bivol is a beast and one of my favorite fighters. But I'm telling you, I've seen the guy fight live. The guy is a serious operator. Speed, foot movement, looks like he's got a good set of whiskers on him as well. So yeah, but you know, Craig, I ain't seen Craig on the floor before. And I see Craig get clapped by Daniel Dubois. And I remember we were sparring. Enough people don't know this, but you're hearing it from me because I was the trainer of both of them. I remember Craig was sparring with Daniel Dubois, and Daniel Dubois clapping with his monster monk hand, you know, bush. And Craig got out of the ring. I said, Craig, bro, that's a big punch. Craig said, Unks. I'm being honest with you, I never felt that.
Yeah, Craig got a tough head, bro.
Craig has got a solid. It's all the plantain and yam. It's all the get on the chin. He's got a good set of whiskers. So
I got a wicked set of whiskers, bro.
Yeah, so Craig can take a punch. Huh?
He's a fit you.
He's fit, man. Craig is very, very fit. Very, very fit. And I don't think it's going to be easy. If anyone's thinking it's going to be easy for Bivol, they may be mistaken. You know, and we have a few weeks yet to, you know, talk about that fight. And I'm looking forward to it. Alexander Wilson said, thank you. Hey, Alexander, let me just say, thank you for all these contributions this evening. It's very much appreciated. And obviously you're in America, so it's even double thanks. But anyway, did BT Sports use special cameras on Yard Cobbler? It looked like a wide lens camera. It was different than most fights I have seen. You know what? You might be right, you know. I don't know. You know, they're always looking for something on me and Ant to jazz it up or say something. But I don't know. You know, I think for a lot of trainers, they're really focused on the night. I think it takes away when the trainers and the fighters start becoming more aware about the cameras and what they're saying, than actually focusing on the fight. So, you know, and it's passion and things are said in the heat of the moment. And I think the cameras, some people don't like it. I remember I heard that Adam Booth didn't want no cameras in the corner when Josh Kelly fought. Not cameras, microphones. So I guess some people don't mind it and some people work with it. But yeah, I'm not too sure what cameras they were using, to be honest with you. But thanks for the donation and thank you for the question. You're back again, Spenny.
It's just every time it's like this internet, let's try to chop off, man, you know.
All Runny says, Tundi, who is the hardest puncher you've ever trained on the pads? It's got to be Anthony. And I'll tell you why. Because Anthony has got this thing where he can just switch it. It's quite frightening sometimes. And I always, to this day, I say, I don't think you're punching me the hardest you can punch. You understand? Second to that, it was an American guy who came over here briefly. He was a pro. I remember he was thinking about staying over here. I don't know and he was like Tyson. He was a red-skinned guy. I forget his name for the life. I can't remember his name. And he was a hot bruv. This guy, everything this guy threw was solid. I remember that. I was telling someone the other day about Kevin Mitchell on the pads. Kevin Mitchell was never the hardest puncher I took on the pads. But when he got in there on fight night, he just had this thing that he knew when to hit you, and it was like magic. You get knocked out. So, you know, being the hardest puncher on the pads doesn't always translate to being the hardest puncher on fight night. That's something I would say. But yeah, Anthony's definitely up there. Definitely, 100%. What Vision says, "What's to stop someone in a fighter's corner watching a stream and listening in on the other?" You know what? I always think that as well. You know, I think, fam, these men could be sending back, but I'll be honest with you,
It don't make a difference.
it don't make no difference because everything's more control. Once the fighter's in there, he ain't gonna suddenly do something he hasn't learned prior to getting in the ring. You know, the revision is the training, and the exam is the fight.
1,000,000%.
So you're not gonna suddenly start doing a double jab right hand if you ain't never done double jab right hand in training, and that's how it goes. So sometimes a trainer can see something, opening of another fighter, but if the fighter that he's trained hasn't worked on that particular combination, it's almost impossible that he's gonna do it on fight night. So that's how I answer that question. As you can see, Spencer's worried about his food right now.
Right. Bit of curry I'm looking at right now.
Shan,
Yeah.
your
Hey.
free t-shirts and
I
your
was looking Shani, she ate a bun and cheese today for Easter, Good Friday. You know, I'm your bun
yeah,
and
yeah,
cheese.
you know that. Shan, I was just saying just a minute ago, I've had the tracksuit and the free t-shirts packed for 1 week. The next thing I've got to do now is put the stamped address envelope on it, or so I'll put your address on the package, and then hopefully by next week we can get it sent off. But it's all there, it's all wrapped up. I even FaceTime you the package, but it's coming. Anyway, Lady Shan, she says, "Sup guys, happy Good Friday. Bread and fish, no, chicken and chips." You really think Spencer's ordering fish right now? You're mad. Spencer ain't ordering fish.
Nah.
Spencer, you know me. Nah, don't let me say that. I don't want to offend no Christians right now. But I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. I eat fish at least 5 times a week. So when it's Good Friday, I eat chicken. Or McDonald's. Lady Shan says she's back in McDonald's about bun and cheese. No, they eating no bun and cheese. Oh, that's some old guys thing. Hey, Vision said Spencer's ordering Morley's. Spence, what you getting with? Oh man. Anyway, Spence, this was supposed to be just a trial. We didn't even, and we got a good 70 people on here live.
Man. Thank you guys for being on here, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. But Spencer's in Dubai, living it up. We're getting ready to do the live stream tomorrow for Jamal Heron versus Carl Frampton. Or if you're a Carl Frampton fan, Carl Frampton versus Jamal Heron. Either way, it's going to be a good one. And I think the bookmakers have it dead even. Spencer is finding it hard to pick. My head is saying points for Jamal Heron, and my heart says Frampton by stoppage. So that's what I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with that. Off the canvas boxing says, Tundi, what 3 fighters would you love to thump up? Well, I don't want to cause no trouble today, guys. But one person I can tell you I already broke up is the man on the other side of the screen, Spencer Fearon. Tunde Ajayi stopped him with a body shot.
Stop me. Are you mad? Stop me. I stop you, you punk. Stop me. You can even stop a bus. You can even stop a bus in traffic, bro. About stop me.
Well, everyone knows. Everyone knows. Spence, what time is the fight tomorrow? What time is the Frampton fight scheduled?
You know what? I'm going to have to give you the schedule like earlier. We pull it out because I'm not even rightly sure. I've got the schedule in my phone, but it's not allowing me to go into my phone. I don't know what's some little mad place is placed on.
Okay. Did you say that there are some other interesting fights on the undercard?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about interesting fight. There's one that's a standout. That kid Keyshawn and what's his name? Tyrone McKenna's on there. You know the guy who lost in the golden contract in the final.
Okay, yeah.
But he's fighting some Kazakhstan bad man.
Yes, yeah. I saw him. I see him. I mean, he looks the part. I mean, he looks the part. I don't really see no notable names on his career, but he's undefeated. Seems like a family man. I had a look on his Instagram. Yeah, it looks like he's a good fight. But we've seen sometimes where a lot of these Kazakhstan guys, when they step into another level, they get beaten. But then you have some really, really good ones. The most notable one is the man they call GGG. But we'll wait and see. Tyron McKenna, not shy of a fight. It's for a world title, isn't it?
Yep.
Or is it for a Intercontinental belt? Because I think the guy's an Intercontinental champion.
Yeah, it's from some Intercontinental crown. So we'll see what's going on there.
So listen, Tyron McKenna was just defeated by O'Hara Davis. So why are all getting these shots?
What do you mean, why are you getting shots? Because most people O'Hara Davis didn't want that fight.
Okay, I see.
Okay, Neil Simpson just put out, it's 10 p.m. on Channel 5.
Okay.
So that's going to be, I think Frampton's going to the ring.
It says 10:15. Steve Bailey said Frampton's ring walk is supposed to be about 10:15.
Yeah,
if that's
that's for 1 o'clock our time, innit? Where I am, it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning. In fact, my apologies, because they said that in the press conference yesterday. They asked him about that. So yeah, my apologies. That's what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, then, if that's the case, I'll be on. I don't know if Spencer will get doing his hair and getting himself ready, but we're gonna go on at 10 o'clock. Then we're gonna go on for.
Yeah, that's cool. As soon as I get to the venue, I'm gonna be doing my bits, man. Okay. Alexander Wilson says, "Is it good practice to teach a fighter dirty tactics?" Roger.
Romo.
Who the hell is he? Said Trinidad. I can't even read it off my thing, Said
Trinidad went dirty to beat Vargas. And
no, but Vargas started the dirty thing. Vargas hit him low and Trinidad obliged back.
Yep. And to be honest with you, Alexander, that fight was way too early for Fernando Vargas.
That mashed up Fernando Vargas' career.
Felix Trinidad is, in my opinion, one of the greatest left hookers in the history of the sport. Yeah. And any young boxer who wants to know how to fling, not even throw, fling a left hook, go and watch Felix Trinidad. Man, I used to love watching Felix Trinidad knock out guys with a left hook. Remember when he fought Kevin Lushin? God almighty.
Kevin Lushin dropped him though.
Yeah, Kevin Lushin licked him out. And Kevin Lushin ran to the corner.
I sparred with Kevin Lushin prior to that fight, I was his sparring partner. I was an amateur then, but because of my height, so they used me for sparring. So I ain't gonna lie to you, I was beating up Kevin Lushin in the gym.
Yeah, but you was a world champion sparring partner.
Yeah, I was. But regardless of that, I was beating up Kevin Lushin. I broke you up though. No, shut up. You never broke up that. But broke up. You used to broke up that afro. Remember, I got people who took when he used to have afro when he was a youth, He's all tough, picky head, ras, bubble.
But yeah, that fight there, Kevin Lushin against Trinidad, was a serious fight. But ultimately, it was Trinidad's left hook that done the business. So, with regards to the dirty tricks, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think it's good to teach anyone dirty tricks because the great fighters, they don't fight dirty. I never see Sugar Ray Leonard come with no dirty clapping man in the back of the head. I never see Floyd Mayweather doing none of that. I never see Ali. I never see Ali doing that.
I hear that. But would you say that Bernard Hopkins is a great?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It depends. You can call him a great because of his achievements at middleweight and his 20 title defenses.
He's a great son.
But I don't know, man. Hopkins is my man. As you know, he's one of the only fighters or one of the few fighters that I studied from A to Z. But is he really great? I don't know. He lost twice against Jermaine Taylor.
He's great, son.
Bro, he lost. Jermaine Taylor. Is Jermaine Taylor great?
It don't matter.
No, answer that question.
It doesn't matter.
Did Carl Froch clap out Jermaine Taylor?
after losing every single round. Yes.
Okay, Carl Froch thump up Jermaine Taylor, and Jermaine Taylor beat Hopkins twice. The thing that makes Hopkins great, and one of the reasons why I study his whole career, and before I say that, he never beat Roy Jones.
He did in a rematch when he was both 60 years old, though.
He didn't beat Roy Jones. No. Roy beat Hopkins early doors.
Yeah, but they had 2 fights, son.
Yeah, but Roy beat him in his prime.
Yeah. Roy beat him
in his prime of an old man. So
yeah, Roy beat him in his prime. What was that? 1993. That was.
Yes. Roy is great. Roy is great. Can I call Hopkins great? He's a great fighter to me in terms of how he fought and the tactics he's used to win fights. It was very old school. I wouldn't really call it dirty, but he knew how to rough fighters up. Hopkins roughed him up, and if you was weak mentally against Hopkins, you're done. And that's why I studied his whole career, because mentally he's one of the greatest that ever lived. But anyway, Alexander Wilson again said Roger Romo is Fernando's younger brother and Patrick Teixeira's trainer. Okay, y'all should have him on the show. He has some good stories. Well,
I'm gonna honor him. Now you say that, I'm gonna honor him.
Yes, sir. Roger Romo. Okay, his younger brother. Now, okay, I think I've seen that you there. I've seen that you there, but nah. Felix Trinidad was just too much. And I think I've recently heard Vargas say he was putting too young. I've heard him say it, and he would never let that happen with his 3 boys that are boxing.
Yeah.
So Vargas knows what time it is.
Of course he does.
Well, we were supposed to be on for 30 minutes. We've gone into an hour. I got my apple crumble and my salted caramel to lash down.
I might have to order up some dessert as well, but I'm just being greedy. I just had I just ordered some Indian butter chicken with some rice.
But it's Good Friday, Spencer. You're not supposed to be eating chicken.
I eat about Good Friday. You know what I mean? Last week Friday was Good Friday. And the week before that was Good Friday. No one did me when I'm in what I'm gonna eat, bro. I eat it. I'm not in good.
Uzi Zan says, Tundi, that Koba is making me move mad. How you saying Hopkins isn't great? No, I didn't. I said he's great to me. He's great to me. That's why I studied all of his fight. But you know, when you talk about great, you talk about people who the man on the street would know. You go down Peckham.
That's not. You can't say that.
Go down Peckham and say, do you know Hopkins? Man, don't know. Go down Peckham's and say, have you heard of Mike Tyson? Have you heard of Roy Jones? Have you heard of Sugar Ray Leonard? Have you heard of Muhammad Ali? Then say Bernard Hopkins and see if they know. They don't. So that's what I mean. He's great to me, but he isn't
great, bro. Okay.
He's not world recognized. Great.
No. What you're trying to say is that he's not famous. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Well, famous is being great. When you're great, when you're famous, you're great.
Tundi, that famous is being great. That's not true. That's not true.
Well, I'm just saying,
now, if you went on the street now and I was a kid on the street, do you know who Sugar Ray Robinson is? They're gonna think you're mad. What are you talking about?
I don't think so. I think they would have heard the name. I think they would have heard
Sugar Ray Leonard.
They would have heard the name Sugar Ray Robinson. Trust me.
Go asking you on the street now if they know Roberto Duran.
Maybe not. Right. Maybe not. You may be right, but yes.
They know who knows Cesar Chavez. These men are great men.
Yeah, great fighters to boxing, but listen, great is broad. It's a broad thing. I'm just saying that I respect Hopkins for what he's done.
Thank you.
And I rate him.
Boxing, most people haven't heard. Where's the thing that's jumped off now? Most people have heard of Joe Louis and Jack Johnson. So you can't. That's seriously. Usually I like to agree with you, but to me that
get it right. Boxing people have heard.
Yeah, the cocoa bar.
What I said.
Cocoa bar has got some CBD oil in it, and I think it's getting to 20
But what I said is that when you call a man's name, if the whole world don't know him, regardless if they're into boxing or not into boxing, to me, that means you're great in your field, but you're not great. You haven't transcended.
You're not transcending.
You transcended the school. And that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, big up Rachel Chigozi. she's here as usual. She says, Vision Tyson has wins over Spinks and Foreman. His resume is better than most. I don't know where he was.
Sorry, Chigozi. Mike Tyson didn't fight George Foreman. Mike Tyson didn't fight George Foreman.
Didn't he?
Nope.
You sure?
Listen, don't.
I know he did. He did.
Fly back to London to slap in your cocoa.
Yeah. No, you know when someone says something, you have to.
No. They didn't fight each other.
No.
It's weird that
Foreman would have given Mike a bit of trouble. You know, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, but you know what? I was just listening to an interview the other day, just a few years back. George Foreman said he wanted no part of Mike Tyson at all. There's two fights that George Foreman said he weren't keen to fight. It was Mike Tyson, but the one that he was really scared of was Lennox Lewis. He said he didn't want nothing to do with Lennox Lewis at all.
Yes. So Rachel, I'm sorry I can't back you up on that one. I can't back you on that. Prime Foreman would have slapped Mike's head. Okay, your opinion. Luke Beresford, I saw something from Luke said, comes in the chat and not even having the facts. All right. Oh, come on. You're not trying to gang up on Rachel. She just made a honest mistake.
No, listen, let me say, I big up Rachel. She's my sister. Let me tell you this. We need, you know what? Anyone else that one would have slipped, right?
Yeah.
But you know who you're on there with. So no, that was a simple mistake.
Error, yes.
Maybe she confused George Foreman with Larry Holmes, who might
Larry Holmes, yeah, definitely.
And that was he defeated Larry Holmes January 27th, 1988.
The knowledge.
Maybe she got confused by that one. That's no big thing.
Lady Shan also says Foreman would have thumped out Mike Tyson's jaw. Bro, I'm telling you, Foreman wasn't it. But you know what? Evander Holyfield versus Foreman was a serious fight.
You know what? I might have to go watch that fight again.
Hey, you see that fight? Oh my goodness, what a fight! That's how you know Holyfield was a fantastic little big man. Fantastic little big man. What's this? Prince Teddy, Shabazz Maverick Masood is this area's Prince Nazim Hamid. What's your thought? Let me tell you something. No one in this era is like Prince Nazim Hamid.
Nobody.
Don't disrespect the Prince. Do not disrespect the Prince. Prince Teddy, you're disrespecting the Prince Naz. Nobody in this era can thump like Prince Nazim Hamid. No way.
And you know what? I've never seen this Shabazz Maverick. You know him, son?
I see him box his last fight. He looks all right. He looked decent in his last fight. Nice young kid. It was a bit flash, which is I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I like flash kids. But I think Ben has really got him being more serious. Ben Davison, that is.
Okay.
And you know, listen, he's got a bright future, but you can't start comparing man to Naz, who's had a few fights against nobodies. Yeah, when Shabazz can clap out man like Kevin Kelly and these kind of fighters, and then remember the guy that I think he beat Floyd twice in the amateurs, but then Floyd beat him when it mattered for the boxer.
Sanchez.
And he came over and he fought Naz. Oh my God.
That's Women in America. Oh,
was that in America?
Yeah, and he dropped Naz in it. And
yeah, he dropped Naz. Yeah, he dropped Naz. Yeah.
Naz, bro.
Hey, don't ever let me hear you say that this era's Prince Nazim Hamid until he does something, because that is listen, you can go Sheffield now and ask Dominic Ingle, have you seen anyone like Naz? Johnny Nelson come on this thing and says Naz is the best fighter he's ever seen. Did he say that, Spence? Live.
Yeah,
I'm sure he said that.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Prince Nazim Hamid. A man's got bare to be. You got too much to prove before you start saying a man is like Prince Nazim. But I get you. You might be a fan of his, and I'm a fan of his. I like him. The Maverick. I like what I've seen so far, and I wish him all the best in his career. But you know, Naz is a big ask, mate. Big up Rocky Ali. Big up. Really enjoy the videos on your channel. Great boxing talk and an abundance of knowledge appreciated by many. Thank you very much, Rocky Ali. Appreciate the words, sir. Again, Spencer is holding up my apple crumble and my salted caramel. But don't worry. George Foster said Johnny Nelson's bias. No. But listen, you know what? I'll be honest with you. Frank Warren told me straight. Remember, Frank Warren's got a statue of Naz in his office. That shows you the impact Naz had. He's got a statue of Naz.
Naz was a don. Let's call it as it is.
Trust me. No, entertainment guaranteed. Prince Nazeem Hamid. You've got people in America. I remember when I was in Vegas, people still talking about Naz today in Vegas.
Yeah.
In Vegas. Yeah. Naz is serious. Naz was serious. Big up Nick Harmer says, come on, hardline boxing talk every time. You know we don't play no games right now. Sorry, I just accidentally put up
Wait there, Tony. Remember when we was in Vegas and the man was arguing with me about Tommy Morrison?
Yeah.
And then after that, Tommy Morrison did.
Bro, what's the matter with you, man? What's the matter with you? Bro, you ain't got no filter. Come on. I like to see the girls backing up each other. Lady Shan, Rachel Chigozi. The guy don't like we can't make mistakes. Come on, bro, everybody makes mistakes.
Exactly. Don't worry about that. Much love to you, Rachel and Lady Shan. Big up yourself. You know what I mean?
Steve
any of the females. You know what I mean?
Stop talking when I'm talking, man. Steve Bailey said, What's your thoughts on Jaron Ennis? Next big thing out of Philly, 26-0, 24 KOs.
Very good fight. We could get him on the show. Remember, I spoke to his dad the other day. Yeah. I know the kid. Good kid. Very, very good kid. Willing to fight anyone, but unfortunately, he needs to sign with someone major. I would like to see Ennis come over and do something with MTK Global because I know that he'll get some different kind of look after. But it is what it is. And we just got to keep on pushing forward. But yes, I rate the kid. Very, very good kid. And you know what? Reminds me a lot of Larry Ekandayo, you know? It reminds me a lot of Larry. But the thing with this issue is and it's no disrespect to Larry, he wants to fight anybody in his own business.
Okay. So what are you trying to say? Larry didn't want to fight? You say Larry didn't want to fight?
He didn't.
Okay.
I'm keeping it 100.
What's Lady Shan say? She said she calls Joseph Parker Tony Parker. Rob, you know that Uzi's hand. Man's holding up my apple crumble. And all those who don't respect salted caramel, Hagen does, get out of here. Get off the line. That's a good question. Would Yard ever consider moving up to cruiserweight? Ask Ashley Theopain. Ashley come down the gym and see what I got the other day. But yeah, it's a possibility. You know, Ant's very big for the weight. Yeah, I don't want to talk about. You know me, I've gone mute on speaking about Ant now. I just want Ant to do what he's blessed to do, and let everybody wait and see. It's gonna be exciting. GB7 Spence is a true yard man with that Tommy Morrison thing. Something my gran would say. But you know, Spence is a true Jamaican. True Jamaican.
Modes, you know what Goat Mat is like you can predict the future, but usually you can predict it with bad things. But no, yeah. I remember when me and this man was arguing hard. The man was trying to tell me that Tommy Morrison beat George Foreman for the undisputed world heavyweight championship. I said, "What are you talking about?" He beat him for the WBO. The man was arguing. Some muscle man was hard arguing. He was what do you call that man? The valets. He was a valet in Vegas when Tundi parked up his car.
Yes.
I mean, Tundi tried to kill us, but he tried to drive left-hand drive in Vegas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Really crashed around.
Wait. Vision says, I know Spencer is Matchroom FC, but Eddie's wrong for Chisora Parker pay-per-view.
Vision. What makes me mad? Why am I Matchroom FC? Why do you think? Why do you think
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
No, I'm not at all.
But you know something? I'll be honest with you. If they wanted to make a fight pay-per-view, they should have just made Craig against Bivol pay-per-view. Because that's more reasonable to me. Because that's a real fight. It ain't a pay-per-view fight just because of who's involved, and they're not really pay-per-view stars. But I think having these two guys on as pay-per-view, I don't really agree with that, to be honest with you. I don't really agree with that. I think that's a bit, you're taking it a bit too far, because just look at it. Just look at the two fighters. Where did the two fighters go after this? The heavyweight division really is locked up right now with Fury, AJ, Dillian White, Deontay Wilder. I think that's it really. Obviously you've got Ruiz coming back. I don't know. It's a funny one. I don't know. Do you think it's pay-per-view worthy?
What?
Parker Chisora.
You know what? In this day and age, anything is pay-per-view worthy. And the mere fact that they put it pay-per-view, then it's pay-per-view worthy. They put it pay-per-view. But what we will know is a reflection of how many people buy it. It's a good fight. I think I like to see people financially rewarded. And if you could put the bums on seats, and in this case, if you can get the bums paying to watch you, then you deserve to be pay-per-view. But we shall see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think people always love Derek. One thing about Derek, he's coming to swing it out.
Listen, I love Derek Chisora. I spoke to him the other day. I love Derek. I want Derek to go out there swinging, because you know what? Jonesy Parker never impressed me in his last fight.
No.
So, you know what I mean? And now Derek Chisora, Jonesy Parker's now being trained by Andy Lee. And Derek Chisora is now being trained by Buddy McGurk.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Buddy McGurk's training him now.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to phone Derek. I have to phone Derek and ask him what I'm going. How come you never told me that?
Yeah. Okay. I spoke to him a few days ago. He said, yeah, wait till you see who's training me. Wait till you see some new things going on, rare, and all the rest of it. And then, boom, it come out. And that's who he's being trained by. So we shall see.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, we shall see. Well done.
Amazing. Well, I hope Derek does the thing. It's going to be good. I'm trying to ring him now. Let's see if you pick up the phone.
He ain't answering no phone, right? Well,
Derek's a little prima donna now. Nah, Derek must be in McDonald's right now.
You better be staying off of them food, right? One thing I know is that Derek always comes to fight. And
yeah, we 100%. He ain't picking up. But yeah, it'll be good. Derek. Listen, the reason why they're doing pay-per-view, because Derek can do pay-per-view numbers. That I will say. Yep. And obviously, the TV networks are not going to put on a dead show if they was in danger of losing money. If Eddie was in danger of losing money, so it's quite obvious that David Hay can still help sell Derek, and Derek can sell himself, to be honest with you, and the people will pay. So yeah, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Lady Shan said, yeah.
Dubai is the place, because let me tell you this. You see in Dubai, you just bare links. You're out here, you just bare money's out here, Tom.
Yeah, trust me.
It's bare money. You're linking man and this, bro, you're the knowledge, you know what I mean? This is appreciation. There's bare money out here, bro.
Yeah, well, listen, the man is the oil place, isn't it? Is the oil place.
Bare Nigerian oil man out here, Tom.
And the infrastructure is building daily.
I'm telling you.
Vision says Tundi thinks he's Spencer with the phone calls. Now you know that, innit? I better just leave that to Spencer. Cause they
No. I want Tundi to have the phone calls because they give him pressure. We have to go ring man to try and come on the show.
That's what I said. I don't want that job. Terry Albino Chapanda as Eubanks versus Morrison. Laugh out loud. Man, laughing his head off. Hold tight, Terry. The Albino man. Come on. Yes, sir. Well on, T. Hope you're well, my man. I mean, listen. I mean, come on. I would have thought Chris is a little bit further in his career now. He's done well though financially. Chris Eubanks Jr.
Yeah, he has done well. He's done well financially, but I don't think he came in there for the financials.
Okay.
I mean, so like, yeah, all right, that's great financials, but man, if you don't go do something soon, a man gonna remember you. Well, you know what? Have you seen like there's a deal now with the Sauerlands and MTK Global just happened. So, and one thing I do know is like maybe he can get the bigger fights now, and that's the truth. So we shall see.
So what will be the bigger fights for Eubanks Jr.? The Charlos?
He has to be looking at those guys there. But the thing about it is this is a Japanese guy who is the WBA regular champion. So that would be a step in the right way because he could fight that, win that title, then he can say that he's a world champion, even though he will claim to say like him being IBO champion, he was the IBO super middleweight champion. No one don't count the IBO as a world title, bro. It's as cool as it is. So allow us with that one.
Terry says something here. He says Fury and AJ doesn't happen till next year. Do you agree with that, Spence?
I hope it doesn't. It could happen this year because we know that the Saudis are booming to it. So we shall see. And there's some big wars going about who wants to host the fight. So there's some real money out there. So we can see.
Uzi Zan said, why didn't the knowledge take his brother Ajay to Dubai with him? Well, you'll hear about that in the next few days, obviously. I hope.
I didn't take him out to Dubai with me because that's not my job to take him out to Dubai. And Tundi's also training a very, very young, exciting light heavyweight. So therefore, I can't take him away from that. Because when Tundi's in camp, that is exactly what he does. He's in camp.
Yes, trust me. This is like my little free time that I have because I don't have other free time, so I like talking. But anyway, Taylor v Ramirez, yes, that's another great fight that's coming up involving a UK fighter. Let's not forget about that. Josh Taylor aiming to be Scotland's first ever undisputed champion at 140. Amazing.
It is amazing.
Amazing. And he looks like he's gonna do it. But do not count out Ramirez. He's a tricky customer that may well pull it off. He was the first person to stop Maurice Hooker. And it's a good fight. Good fight. Josh going over to America.
The kid's a good fighter.
The late customer could train Derek and he'll still lose. Lady Champagne 199. Shad, where you going on with? Bro, Shad, that's why people keep on beefing you on your thing. Because Shan is the realest commentator out there. She paid what? She paid £2. That's like a fillet of fish. A fillet of fish for Good Friday to say the late customer could train Derek and his still lose. I don't know about that. Derek is a good fighter. But yeah, he's come up short a few times. But maybe, listen, I keep telling people, don't underestimate a man's will. If a man keeps on going on and refuses to stop because he believes so much, you just don't know what can happen. And the way this box,
you don't, and never underestimate the toughness of the. And you know what the nicest thing is? This is like he won't have to go looking for Joseph Parker, and Joseph Parker will not have to go looking for him.
Yes,
but technically, Joseph Parker is a better boxer. But you never know when Derek lick you with them
overhand
heavy.
Right. When Derek with an overhand right, you're gonna know about it.
Yeah, you are gonna know about it.
Yeah, so Trust me. That fight, I'm gonna be watching for sure. I'm always going with Derek. And
What's
plus,
everyone talking about Yard versus Nicoli? What's all this foolishness?
I don't even know why you. I know you're asking.
I said, why are you talking this foolishness?
Maybe you never know. Anything is possible. Fury knocks out AJ in round 7. Wow. Okay.
Anything possible, man. It's the game. Anything possible.
Spencer, what did I just read there? I just read something. Gary Blake just said, message me before we're about to come off because he needs to have his curry goat and rice for Good Friday. He said, brother, you man was supposed to be on for half an hour. Now you're getting into all 90 minutes strong like a football match. And we're closing on 100. When we get 100 people on there, I think we'll just come off. That's the goal. Let's keep on talking. Anyway, Derek's improved after linking with Hay. Better work ethic and fitness levels. I have to agree.
You know what? I'm gonna have to respect Gary Blake. I don't even care about the 100. I have to respect because he's the man behind the cam, and he's got to go take care of his things as well. And he needs to have that wedding for his missus. Just mash him up. So
yeah, trust me.
I mean, I'm gonna respect.
He just told his missus we're coming on just for a trial.
Yeah, exactly. And
9 minutes later,
it works. As soon as I get to the venue to make sure that the Wi-Fi works, and yeah, away we go. I mean, the power of having the Apple Mac Air. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Terry, you just wrote something. I don't know if I agree with this. You said Fury and AJ can't happen in the Middle East this summer. The temperatures will be 40 degrees. How could they fight for 12 rounds in those temperatures? AJ gasses out after 3 anyways. Imagine how quick he'd gas out in 40 degrees temperature. Now, I don't know where this thing about AJ gasses out after 3 rounds come from, because I can't see that. I'll be honest with you. I can't see that. He knocked out Klitschko in what? The 11th round? What round did he knock out Klitschko?
Yeah, 11th.
I swear it was the 11th round.
11th round.
He just outboxed Ruiz Jr. over 12. Wasn't that in the Middle East as well?
In the Middle East, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know, Tel. I don't know if I agree with it.
In December. So it's not.
Okay. Oh yeah, he said because he said it can't happen in summer. Yeah, maybe. Luke Berry says, "Tun, can you give us all the lines in the camp?" No, not now. That's Coach Ade, man. That's Coach Ade who says that. I'm like the little lion on the side that just after Ade says it, I do lines in the camp as well. But that's Coach Ade, man. Coach Ade, he's the man. He'll be back soon, very soon. AJ wasn't working in the 40-degree heat though, Tun. Yeah, that's what we just ascertained that it was in December. But he was still on his back foot. He was boxing good. He was boxing good for 12 rounds. You know, and so I just think I don't know if it's right to say a man gasses out after 3 rounds. I don't get it. He's knocked out nearly everybody he's fought. So, bro, man, I say explain these things. When man come up with these things, I just need some explanation. I'm not trying to say that you're wrong or right. I'm just saying that you have to show me some evidence. Because if he knocked out one of the longest reigning heavyweights in heavyweight history in the 11th round, how can a man then say he gasses out after 3 rounds?
He don't. You know what? Let's take a liberties with my food, you know, Tun. My food better be all half an hour ago. Let's take a liberty. Let's take a liberties.
Wow. Yeah, let me just check. Yeah. AJ's had 25 fights, 24 wins, and 22 KOs. Wow, don't disrespect AJ. You disrespected the man. Because you used to see him cap out man in 1-2 rounds. Dominic Brazil got cap out in 7. He stopped Dillian in 7.
Stop Dillian in 7.
Stop Dillian in 7. Stop Klitschko in 11, as I said. Stop Carlos Takam in 10, as I said. Povetkin clap him out in 7. Boxed Andy Ruiz to 12 rounds. Clap out Pulev in 9 rounds. Fam, you can't be telling me man gasses out after 3 rounds.
He don't gas.
He can't, Terry. You can't. I can't agree with you on that one, Till.
He don't gas out.
I can't agree with you that. I can't agree. Sorry, Terry. I can't. I just can't. No, man. You know what, Till? If we go down that road, there's always something you can say about a fighter that's on the top.
Yeah, hello?
You know,
hello?
We don't know that. We actually can't say if he would even be a top heavyweight.
I from my room, but I haven't received it.
You know, this is a live show where Spencer Fearon's ordering food live from Dubai.
Thank you very much, my friend. All right, have a good night.
Oh my God. There ain't no other watch along like this thing here. No way. Imagine Johnny Nelson live on Sky ordering chicken and chips. Oh my God. Well, there ain't nothing like this. This is real things. Real things. What do you order anyway, Spence?
Some butter chicken, some Indian butter chicken, and I saw some strawberry milkshake. The milkshake picture looked delicious, so I said that.
Yeah. It could be one of them bump ones. You know when the picture looks so nice?
No. My friend, go on Google. All you lot on there, go on Google the Address Boulevard Hotel, which is just across from the big mall where you got the Rolex and all them places that they got there. It's just across from there. So that is serious. No, Kurt, don't be bad mind. The food's coming in 3 minutes. They have to marinate the chicken because they cook it fresh. So they say, we got marinate up the chicken for you and blah.
I have to say, Fraser M said, talk to us about my boy Malik Cream. Bruv, you realize I ain't really been talking up the thing. I just can't wait for Malik to turn pro. You know, I had a conversation this week, and we should really have some news coming out on Malik very soon.
What weight is it?
Middleweight.
Okay.
Right? You know, he sparred. You know, and he sparred with a lot of good fighters. Sparred a lot of very good fighters, and everyone is excited for him. And he's actually he just finished his uni. You know, qualified in mathematics. Very, very intelligent young man, and going to be a great addition to the professional game. Actually could have done everything because he's a very, very intelligent guy's boy. So Malik Kareem, just remember the name. Yeah, exciting times ahead. Yeah, watch this space. Rachel Chigozi says AJ works on a higher level than any other heavyweight. Maybe if he had 2 tune-up fights with Walid and Safari every second, he wouldn't.
My bonafide country. Big up country about my face looks hungry. Nah, country, I'm good. Now, you know, I've lost weight, you know. I've lost so much weight because Tundi tried to cuss my belly. So I said, watch. You know,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to show me some flat belly. I said, bro, I'm not in no flat belly business. Bro, this ain't no supermodel business. Spencer trying to roll back the supermodel years. Yeah. Remember that card that you used to have? The Charles Gordon card. And your belly look.
Well, country can tell you, Junior Clark can tell you. You know how much Gary to get with that card took?
Bro, that card. That's a serious card, you know. You had a 12-pack. I remember I used to go to the barber shops here and see the cards everywhere, bro. Like it's some little
everywhere.
Like some little prostitute cards. Spencer used to drop the card everywhere. And then, bro, you walk in the dance. Everyone say, yeah, big old Spencer Fearon. Big monster. Remember we went to that dance in Hackney? Bro, we was in the place. Yeah, big up the man called Spencer Fearon. You know the year. Oh man, Spence, I'm telling you, man. We've been around, bro.
them times that you think to yourself like, rah, you've made it, rah, my food's coming in 1 second.
Nah. You're taking liberties now. I got my crumble and my soy caramel to eat. So listen, people, when Spencer comes back, we're gonna sign off properly. I see the questions flying in. This wasn't actually planned. We just decided to come on and have a conversation and test the stream for tomorrow. Terry's still going in. Dylan loves fighting, 40 years old. Listen, Dylan's our man, Terry, man. You can't disrespect Dylan like that. Dylan looked fantastic the other night. He looked fantastic. And I said it before, he looked stronger, he looked faster, he looked more switched on.
The big food just come, bruv. The big food.
Come on.
What's your name? Rakesh.
Hello.
Oh, tight Rakesh. Yes, sir. Hey, that milkshake looked nice, Spence.
I told you, Ton. I told you.
Come on.
Right, bro. That's everything. Yeah, you can put it on the table. Just put it here. It's fine. And you can take the tray.
Oh, Terry, man. Bro. Terry, what you going on with? Come on, man. You can't be saying things like that, bro.
Dylan won the world title.
Oh, you can't say things like that, Terry, man.
Yeah, Terry, we're not hating on no one right now.
Disappointing me now, Terry, man. I thought you was a lover, man, not a hater, bro. Eddie,
do better than that, Terry, man.
Vision says Eddie better dare not put White in there with Wilder. Why? That's all I'm telling you. Why? Because let me tell you something. The Dylan that I saw the other night, if that Dylan lands on Deontay Wilder, it's good night, nurse.
I'm telling you that now.
100%. 100%. Dylan is going on, and I think Dylan's in the right place, mentally, physically. He's got a great training camp, a great training team around him. And I believe he's going to win a world title. I still believe he can win a world title. Joe Farmer says Dylan White will smash Wilder. He can't box. And we just really don't know what Wilder's mental state is going to be like after the shellacking he took from Tyson Fury.
For real?
and Andres for that matter. Bro, Terry, what's happened to you, man? Bro, Terry, you're just dissing all these UK heavyweights.
Bro, this rice tastes like jollof.
No rice tastes like jollof.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this rice got. I want man to realize the argument about jollof rice is like, is Ghanaian jollof rice better than Nigerian jollof?
Don't start all that nonsense.
Right? And I'm telling you this now. Make Junior Clotty's mother rest in paradise. She was from Sierra Leone. And that woman could cook, bruv. You know what I mean? Hey, Kanji, you hear me? God bless your mom in paradise right now. Because, boy, that jollof was different, bruv. That had some powers, bruv.
What's man saying, GB7? Man afi bisi this last score and Nesquik shake Rastafari. Some of the things I hear on this live is just too funny, you know. What time Rastafari? Anyway, White is the next best White's next best opportunity. That's supposed to read for Wilder's return. Who else will talk like White in the build-ups? That's correct. Rachel says, put some respect on Nigeria Jollof's name. Come on, because you know it's the best. Yeah, I don't even go. Rachel, you're just gonna start a big war between Ghana man and Niger man who's got the best jollof. We don't even want to go there. Yes, Lady Shan got it right. She got it right. She says she prefers Nigerian. I've tasted
Outlaw Pugilist says Ghana. No doubt. Outlaw Pugilist.
Here we go. There's always got to be one. Anyway, we're not even going there. We're not going there, Outlaw Pugilist. We're not going there. That debate is so long and tested. It's tried and tested. We don't even want to get into that. Journeyman says top 3 pound for pound: Canelo, Bud, and Hulk Hogan. No, I'm telling you, Canelo's always been my number 1 for the longest. For the longest. But I've been watching Bud, and I'm telling you, that guy's a special guy. Bud is a special fighter. I've seen it. I remember I'm telling you this. He's going down as something great. Not to say that Canelo hasn't already gone down as a great, but Bud is gonna be up there. I'm telling you. And I want to see how Canelo's gonna deal with Billy Joe Saunders. That is really gonna just really solidify things for me. Because if he brocks up Billy Joe Saunders, I'm gonna say, nah, this guy's taking liberties. He's definitely one of the all-time greats. So let's wait and see. The fight's not far away. You know, no injuries permitting, no pullouts permitting, and let's see. Billy Joe Saunders against Canelo Alvarez. No, bro, Terry, I'm not even answering your questions now. Nah. You've gone too far now. You've gone too far. Can Pat-Man be the last man standing against Bud? No. But I wouldn't put it past Pat. I wouldn't put it past Pat-Man, because Pat-Man is a legend and he's a difficult fight for anyone. I don't think anyone expected him to bruck up Keith Thurman the way he did. But as I say, Terence Crawford is a different gravy, and he likes fighting. He likes a fight.
Yeah. He enjoys being in there as well. You know that.
Yeah, he's a very spiteful piece of work when he wants to be. Terence Crawford, dangerous fighter. Yeah, good night to you as well, Tel. Have a good one, my man. Good luck to Frampton.
What's that? Junior clotting. I saw a video of Nick Webb looking scared of Alan Babbage. Did you see that?
No. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see the Nick Webb fight. We didn't even tune in for that fight. I don't think anyone's scared of anyone in boxing. Sometimes the fight just don't make sense. Do you think Crawford can move up another weight? Currently he's welterweight. When I saw him in Vegas, when I saw him in New York, he didn't look that big. But remember, he was fighting for 140 title, and he was coming into the ring at 160. Terence Crawford.
Craventon, that's why.
He was coming in at 160, and this guy doesn't even look big like that. He's a very lean guy. So yeah, absolutely. I think he can go up to 154. Absolutely. Outlaw Pugil said, Spence Crawford, will it ever happen? In my opinion, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We'll see. Spence is ahead of Bud as far as rankings. Yeah, that's true. One time Shane Mosley was above Floyd Mayweather in the rankings as well. So, bro, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So, you know, we have to wait and see. But technically, Spence is my guy, but he's not technically better than Terence Crawford. Nope, I'm sorry. I might get a call from Errol in a minute saying, what are you chatting about? But I'm just telling you how it is. It's the realness. But what a fight we have in Young. And, you know, Bill had to phone us before the news came out, Spence. And he's like, yo, Tunde, I'm just telling you, man, the fight has been made. I had to tell you first. It ain't come out yet. But May 29th, Las Vegas, Devin Haney against Linares. And he said, make sure you tell, Mom, I told you, Bill phone man straight. The announcement. And you was like, oh yeah, Tony. You telling me old news. I was like, bro, what are you putting water on the fire for? It ain't come out yet. but it's out now, and that's going to be a good fight.
Yep.
That's going to be a good fight. That is going to be a good fight. Haney against Linares.
What's your upset, you know?
Bruv, I don't even want to think that just because of my relationship with Bill and Dev. But to me, it's out of all the fighters, all the lightweights they're talking about, this is the hardest fight.
Yep.
This is the hardest fight. And then, then you can say Teofimo and Lomo, yeah, but you know, this is a fight, and I want to see the levels. I want to see the levels in this fight.
Yep. Yep.
Pookie missing screen says, why does nobody talk about AJ being on medically prescribed test injections? What man again has low test levels, steroid abuse? But I don't know nothing about that. We're not here to talk about all that. I don't know nothing about that. It's the first time I'm even hearing that. Because you know me, I don't even focus on things that negative. But I don't know. I really don't know, Pookie. Maybe Spencer can answer something like that, but I don't know nothing about
that. But yeah, he's allowed some injections for something kind of a therapeutic reason or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we did them digestion sounds on the live screen for like it's some old man. It's some old people's home or something. Spence, what you got over? Bro, behave properly, man. You're on live. People are watching you right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. What did man say? Look it up, Tundi. Straight facts. He's been signed off before his fights. Come on, Spence. Matchroom FC. Even you know that's bait. Oh well, I don't know. I don't know. As I said, first time I'm even hearing of this, but Spencer might know nothing about it. H Money says Devin Haney got the most skills in the lightweight division. I have to agree with you from what I saw in the Gamboa fight. I think he dealt with Gamboa.
You think Devin Haney's got more skill than Lomachenko?
Oh, I do. I told you, I'm being honest with you. I've said this to you, and you know I'm not jumping on no bandwagon thing, because this was way before the Teofimo fight. What they're calling skills, I don't look at it as skills. Do them little action man, dodge, left, right business. To me, that ain't boxing. That ain't real boxing skill. When you see a man catch a right hand on the shoulder and fire back, or pull a man and counter, and block a body shot and counter with a left hook, or block a body shot and uppercut hook, or you understand what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's boxing school. Or know how to move inside, left, right, bust your shoulder, pull a man's elbow to the side and clap him with a... That's skills. I ain't seen that from them. I just seen a man dodging up and down this, that way, this like, come like some dance. Man might think I'm hating, but I'm just telling you, and that's why I've never really respected Lomo's skills as a boxer, as an athlete, he's great at what he does. But I don't think that's something you really can teach people. You can't really teach Lomo's skills. You know, with his gymnastic background and what have you, he's developed a style which is very difficult for opponents. But in terms of pure boxing skill, I don't see that from Lomo. Listen, you think you could have gone in and throw them body shots on James Toney the way Lomo was throwing them on the way TFM was throwing them on Lomo and not get countered? Try that with James Toney. Try that with Archie Moore. Try that with Floyd Mayweather. You get clapped. You can't do that. You can't do that. Try thumping and moving to the side and clapping them like I broke up your Jamaican friend. Your Jamaican friend, what's his name? Who waved the white towel? Nicholas Walter. Try that with Floyd. Try that with James Toney. Try that with Ray Jones. You can't do it. Try that with Hopkins. You can never fight like that with Hopkins. No way. No, there's no. You can't fight. That's not. But to me, that ain't boxing skills. Tying up. Whenever you see Lomo tying a man up, lean on the man, push a man with a shoulder, clap him with a right and left hook. That's, see, you're getting me excited. That's what I call boxing skill. You understand? The skill what Lomo has is the athleticism, the in and out movement. That's blessed. That's something which is his own style. But I wouldn't call that real boxing skills and the art of boxing. I don't. I see Devon do shoulder, clap a man with an uppercut, roll the left hook out in one move. That's skills. From a young man as well. From a young man who really didn't have such a decorated amateur career. So, listen, would Devon have lost against Salido at the age Lomo did? Come on, man. What are you talking about? You can't tell me about this thing. You can't tell me about this thing. Salido beat Lomachenko. What are you chatting about? Come on. Anyway, I can't. Please don't anyone think I'm disrespecting Lomachenko. I'm just saying, in terms of bona fide boxing skill, you can't be telling me you're comparing Lomachenko to Julio Cesar Chavez.
No way.
Come on, man. What are you talking about? Chavez. Fam, come on. You can't tell me you're comparing Lomo to Roberto Duran.
Come on, man.
Boxing skill. Come on, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. You can't. No. So, anyway. H Money Boxing says Toledo had 12 losses as well. Don't talk this thing. Anyway. And Floyd wouldn't have got dropped by Linares. Don't talk nonsense. Vision. Chavez is ashamed of his son. Listen, you know when we start talking about boxing, but this thing could go on for 4 hours, Spence. So we can just call it a day. Cause I got my crumble to eat. I'm not going. There's no way I'm going past 10 p.m. No way. No way.
We talk about 10 p.m. I'm jumping off now, bruv. I mean, blinking 1:45 in the morning over it. I mean,
Wait. Guerrero says Lomo does have some technical skills to controls opponents' heads with his lead arm and swivels. But this is what I'm trying to say: swivel. What are you swivel, bro? This is what I'm trying to say. This ain't boxing terms. This ain't no swivel business. This ain't a swivel. And all of that is Lomo. What I see, he's making young youths now drag man's hand down and clap them. You know that move. You drag man's hand down on the floor and clap them. No, that's not fair. That ain't fair. You can't do that in boxing.
Right, big up Bobby Wright. Thank you for the $4.99 donation, my brother.
Hold tight, Bobby Wright. Live in the US of A. Come on, all day, every day. Come on, Outlaw says you don't know Tony. Bro, these guys, they can't tell me about boxing. No one. They can't tell me about boxing. I know boxing. I know the skills. I know the artistry of the sport. I personally can't do it. but I watch boxing. I study boxing. And as I say, there's great fighters out there, great technical fighters. That's why when we're talking about Bernard Hopkins, he does some intricate old school movements, which is one of the reasons which allowed him to go on for so long. But yeah. Rapstar Boxing says Tiafimo is the king of the division right now. Peace, everyone. Yes, sir. You can't disagree with that because he's taken the scalp of supposedly the number one pound for pound fighter. And he done it in an impressive fashion.
He did do it in impressive fashion. And yeah, again, the thing I didn't like about that fight, I didn't like how Lomachenko after the fight was bitching. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't like that. Just take your loss, man.
Take your loss and shut the hell up.
Take your loss. Give the boy his credit, and move on to the next one. You're this guy, so you can come back and redeem yourself. That's it. You lost. You lost before, so nobody's denying that you're a good fighter, a great. No, I definitely ain't. I'm just saying that, I know what I like as a boxing trainer and watching boxing, and I've never really been that over, excited about watching a Lomachenko fight. I don't. But yeah, there ain't many fighters that you really get excited nowadays. But it is what it is. Teofimo must fight Devin Haney to be the king of the division. Well, H Money, Devin and his dad, they're my guys. I just want Devin to come through this next fight. And if Devin does that, which I'm hoping and praying he does, he's the man. I don't care what anyone tells me. He's the man.
What if he gets past Ladarius?
Yeah, he's the man.
No, he's not.
He's the man. I'm telling you.
No, he's not.
Why?
He's not. Why? You'd rate Devin Haney over Teofimo Lopez when Teofimo Lopez beat the man that was top 5 pound for pound, top 3 pound for pound. Yeah,
but remember, Devin was calling out Lomachenko from time.
Regardless that he was calling him out, he never beat him.
Huh?
This is boxing. Everyone calls out everybody.
Yeah, but he was supposed to fight him. He gave up the belt and fought Teofimo. That wasn't Devin's fault. But for now, Ota Alexander Wilson, Fulton Andy Ruiz come back.
Yeah, he looks in shape. He looks in shape. He's with Eddie Reynoso. He looks in shape. He's dropped a lot of weight, and it hasn't been photoshopped. He's actually dropped the weight. We shall see.
Yeah, cause this ain't no Mr. Universe contest.
Exactly. So you're not fooling.
You can't fool me with no.
You try catfish when you fought Joshua the second.
Yeah, you can't fool me with no good looking fights, bro. Like this is no Linford Christie fights, bro. They don't win fights. We have to see you do the business.
It's you know what I see? You know what I see today?
Come on.
I was at in Dubai. You know what I mean? I see Wes. You know what I mean? I see Wes.
Come on. No, wait there. The great Bill Haney has entered the chat. He said, all my brothers in the UK are invited to come out and witness the most skillful fighter in the world, May 29th. We are celebrating. Linares raise his hand. Devin is up now. Devin Haney versus everybody. And that's my people, Bill Haney. Bro, I told them, bro, all I'm focused on is this fight. Then after that, we the the double king of the lightweights. But I told you, Bill Haney's in their building. Bro, he's watching. Bill's always watching.
Yeah, of course he is. I'm keeping this thing 100. Devin Haney has to defeat Teofimo Lopez to be the number 1 in the division.
No, because he's been calling him out, and he ain't. It
doesn't matter. Tundi, it doesn't. No, let's be real. You see, you're getting gassed with a bridging ship, and I love the Loti because you little boo boo, but you're getting too gassed on the Loti thing. No, tell it how it is.
This ain't Loti. This ain't Loti.
No,
what I'm trying to say is,
big up Bill Haney, bare love for you, but I'm just being real. I'm not. I am not a hypocrite.
No, you're not listening to what I'm telling you. You're not listening to what I'm telling you.
Yeah, go on.
What I'm saying is, Devin has asked for these fights.
And it don't matter that he asked for the fights, Sonny.
Listen. It's not the young man's fault if they don't want to fight him. Now, wait. Now, Linares has stepped up to the plate. So now Devin has the opportunity to prove that he is the most skillful fighter in the 135 division. And then
how was he got the chance?
But how does he do that? By putting on a boxing exhibition with Linares. And if he does that, no one can't tell me nothing.
Which Tun, I'm telling you that Bill Haney's no idiot. They know something that we don't know. Because
no, but you can say that about everybody.
No. I can't say that about everybody. I'm saying this about Bill
Haney.
Hold on.
But Linares was supposed to fight Garcia.
And Garcia bottle jobbed it, mate.
So now Linares is fighting the main man.
How was he the main man when he got beat by? He's not the main man. How can he be the main man? Listen, Tundi, don't talk foolishness right now. How can he be the main man when he got beat? He got beat by Lomachenko. How can he be the main man?
Who?
Linares got beat by Lomachenko.
No. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Linares beat Luke Campbell. Yeah? Luke Campbell was stopped by Garcia. Yeah? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Really?
Linares beat Luke Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Linares dropped Lomachenko.
So?
Yeah, listen. So now Devon has the opportunity to put this guy and show everyone why everyone else is ducking him. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
that's what I'm saying to you.
Spence keeping it real, no fanboy stuff, bruv. I'm just telling you how it is.
This ain't no fanboy thing, because I'm the one who's listen. Listen.
Cannot be a fanboy.
Let me tell you the similarities. It's easy to sit here when you don't know what's going on behind the doors. Remember, Devon and his dad are independent company. You understand what I'm saying? So these people are lying about certain things. Now, we don't know. Me and you don't know. But what we do know is that May 29th, Devon, his dad, and others have the opportunity, or Devon does, to have the opportunity to show you why people been ducking and dodging. And this is the same thing Floyd had. People got short memories. The same thing was going on with Floyd.
What was going on with Floyd?
When Floyd was coming up, people were saying Floyd didn't want to fight. Mosley was saying Floyd don't want to fight. All these fighters were saying Floyd don't want to fight. But it was them that was ducking. So from what I can see, the similarities are very much alike. So the way we're going to find out is in the ring. And Linares has stepped up to the plate.
Thank you, Alexander Wilson. Thank you for your $5 contribution. Remember, Paulo Cesar Cano, KO Linares.
Yeah, we all know that. You know, Mexicans seem to be Linares' bogeymen. We know that. People have them
to be his bogeyman.
But we can't. Hold on. How many world titles has Linares had?
4.
He's a great champion.
Of course he is. But you're not listening to what I'm saying to you, Tom.
Yes.
And with all due respect to Devon Haney,
yes,
I do that because I love what they've done and how they've done their thing independent. So I got a prop for that. But him beating Jorge Linares does not make him the number one in the division when the number one in the division and a man that was ranked in the top 3 pound for pound got beat by someone else. That would be disrespect. I have to be real. That's a disrespect to the accomplishments of Teofimo Lopez.
Well, then guess how you deal with that. Guess how you deal with that.
Yeah, Teofimo and Haney, they fight, and then that would determine who the number one of the division is.
But they don't want to fight.
Well, they're gonna get forced. Don't worry, they're gonna get forced to fight, bro. They're gonna get forced because we're gonna keep on talking at this thing, and our show's got power.
Yeah, we know that. And don't worry, we're gonna get Dev's gonna be on the show, so Dev's gonna talk his thing. But I like the way Dev's moving. I like the way Dev's moving. And listen, this is his time to shine. And listen, May 29th, May the 30th, and the 29th, we're gonna be on here talking that same talk. Or I'm gonna be on there talking the same saying to you, I told you. Mum, watch. I know what's going on.
You know
And
what?
we're gonna back up Tiafimo as well.
Yeah, I could see an overhand right knocking out Linares in about round 6.
Yeah, all right, cool.
But Dev likes to throw that overhand. I could see an overhand right knocking him out.
Well,
But
I don't know. I'm just happy for the win. The win is what I'm going for. Whether it's a KO or points, it don't matter. It don't matter. But Linares is a serious operator. Whether people believe he's past his prime, he's a good fighter. And people, again, you're not giving Dev the respect. Remember, Dev turned pro down in Mexico, built up his career independently, and in his last fight against Gamboa, he boxed Gamboa's ears off. Are we forgetting that Gamboa was a former Olympian? And Dev was just a young youth. You understand? And he done a better job on Gamboa than Tank did, even though Tank knocked him out. But Devon didn't even get touched in that fight. So that's what I'm trying to say. Skill-wise, Devon's there, and he's only going to develop. My only thing is just try to drag it out as long as, because Devon's only going to get better, in my opinion. Devon's only getting better. So I'm saying that these other lightweights, they better get Dev now while he's still very young, because he's only going to get better. I don't want to see Devon against Tank anytime soon, though. That's a super fight. That's a super fight down the road.
Tank's moving to 140.
Okay, but Dev's big as well, you know.
Redskin, you.
Dev is very big as well. So eventually, I know that he'll probably go up there as well. So they're super fights. But let's do, you know me, I don't really like to look too far ahead. Let's just get this Linares fight out the way, and then we take it from there. Anyway, Devon can only fight on the back foot. All right, well,
that's rubbish.
It didn't look like he can fight on the back foot when he clap out that brother live on the zone.
He's very versatile. Demahaney's a very versatile.
It's called boxing. The less you get hit, the longer you last. It's a fact. The less you get hit, the longer you last. So really don't matter what people say. If he's doing this job and he's coherent and he's got money in the bank and he's doing what he wants to do, taking the least punishment, that's what the name of the game is. Guys, where do you rank Garcia? Good young fighter as well. Very, very good. Speed, power. Still, technically, his heart is taking him a long way right now. But, you know, it's only going to get tougher. And I'm sure being under Eddie Reynoso, he's going to tighten up more technically. But it's undeniable. The guy brings a lot of energy. He's actually a superstar at this young age, having a bigger social presence than Canelo Alvarez, which is just out of this world. And yeah, he's gonna get better. He's gonna get better. When you're the top, you know, people was gonna have something to say about you. But nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia. Good fighter, good young fighter. Bad call for bang out Gamboa in 14. What? What? Maybe 2014. Does Haney even have call for potential? I don't know what you mean by that. How old was Terence Crawford when he beat Gamboa? And Gamboa and Terence Crawford is massive. I keep telling you. And Terence Crawford, I tell you, is a great. is a absolute great. Absolute Terence Crawford, to me, that guy, yeah, that is a serious guy. But I'm sure oh no, Devon's dad said that Devon sparred with Tank twice.
He did. He broke him up.
Yeah. But Crawford is just to me, he's in a league of his own right now. You know, hey, Rachel just reminded me it's 10 o'clock. My crumble and my salted caramel. Hey, Spence, I can't be here no longer.
Listen, piss off, you look African. Listen,
Crazy Killer 54 says Teofimo controls that 135 division like it or not. Devon would have to beat him to own that division like Crawford would against Spence. I'm not too sure about that.
But what I'm saying is this. Nas A says Teofimo versus Devon will be the most tactical fight, both using shoulder rolls. Let me tell you this now. Devin Haney does a better shoulder than Teofimo Lopez.
Bro, you just took the words out of my mind, not out of my mouth. You took the words out of my mind.
Because when you see when my man shoulder rolls, when you see Teofimo shoulder roll, he's actually turning his head with the roll. He's actually turning to block the chin. He's turning his whole body away from the shot. So yeah, it would be a good fight though. Big up yourself, Nas A. Yeah, we just keep on doing our thing. Listen, bruv, I'm going to my bed, bruv. I've got some bare meetings tomorrow. I ain't even done my study.
We were supposed to be on for 30 minutes.
And it's been, we're going for all 3 hours. And I'm going to my bed. I'm going to go brush my teeth, have a shower, and I'm going to my bed, bruv. I'm going to watch some, I'm going to watch some fights. You know what? I'm trying to think what fights to go watch. You know what I watched yesterday in the hotel? Corey Spinks. The second fight with Zab Judah.
Yeah, big fight.
Bruv, our Corey Spinks came out, to his St. Louis crowd was serious, bruv. He had Nelly rapping, he was doing the dance and everything. My man, they kill him Tarated. Zab had no respect for him.
Zab was on fire that night there. Zab was on fire.
No respect for him, bro.
Zab was on fire. Anyway,
Zab Judah. Zab Judah took $170,000 for that fight. Because he knew, right, I'm going to deal with him in this rematch.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Nick
Ron Lau versus Ernie Shavers. You know what? You may have a point. I might have to go watch that fight, but I ain't going to watch it. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to, I like watching some HBO boxing from back in the day. So that's what I'm going to go do right now. I'm going to watch some HBO, the good old days. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe even, you know what? I'm going to do what Tony's been doing. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to study some Jamal Heron today, you know.
Wait. Bill's trying to catch us before we go off air.
Right.
Bill says Linares is the best fighter Lomo beat at 135. Devon smashes Linares, then Tio runs and avoids the fight with Devon, leaving Spence and Rapstar hanging.
What is Devon? What is Bill saying? I've got nothing but love and respect.
No. Right? We heard what you said, Spence, and we heard what you said, Rapstar. And let me read it out again. Don't talk. Let me read it out again. Linares is because it's $9.99 we got for this. Linares is the best fighter. Hold on. Let me just say it properly. This is from William Haney. $9.99. Linares is the best fighter Lomo beat at 135, which is the lightweight division. Devon smashes Linares, then Tio runs and avoids the fight with Devon, leaving Spence and Rapstar hanging. Yeah, come on, bro. Right. I'm trying to tell you, don't test us, man. We're back in the thing.
Listen, you're an idiot, Tony, you little groupie bitch. Right? I'm just being real. Right? I want to see Teofimo Lopez versus Devon Haney. And I want it to be true that after he smashes him, that even more prevalent to when Bill Haney blessed us coming on the show, breaking out, them man don't want that fight with my son. Right?
Yeah.
Right? But I want to see the fight happen. But regardless of that, I still got to be real and say the number one guy at the place is the guy that beat the guy. That is it.
You're saying the guy. Hold on. So who are the lightweights? Let me get this right. It's Devin Haney.
Yep.
It's Lomachenko.
Yep.
It's Teofimo.
Yep.
And Ryan Garcia, right?
Yep.
So 4 of them.
Right.
So Devin, Bill said the best fighter Lomo beat at 135 was Linares. Do you agree or disagree with that?
The best fighter that Lomo beat was Linares.
At 135 was Linares.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. Best
okay. And he got dropped.
What does that mean?
So no, listen, and he got dropped. So what I'm saying is, after we put this whooping on Linares, where does that rank Devin?
Still number 2.
Get out of here, man.
It does.
Go and eat your Dubai chicken.
No, I've ate my food and I'm just keeping it real. It still puts him number 2 until he beats the man who's got multiple belts in that division.
Hold on. The last 6 rounds of that fight. Who won the last 6 rounds of that Lomo fight against Teofimo?
What do you mean who won the last 6? The last six it was a toss-up.
The last 6 what?
The last 6 was a toss-up.
Okay.
Was close. But let's keep it real. I wasn't buying into how great this guy was. So he lost the last. He lost the fight. Regardless of the last. He lost the fight though. He still lost the fight. So we got to be real. Yes, I want Devin Haney to broke up all of them, man, there. But I have to keep it real and say potentially he's the number 1 in the division. But he hasn't beat the guy. So
no, Lady Sean says it doesn't matter, T. Devin still has to beat Tio and then go for that. But how can he beat him if he don't want to fight him?
Yeah, because I'm hearing that Teofimo Lopez is doing bare little punk moves.
That's what I'm trying to say. If he don't want to fight him, how can he beat him? So let me just deal with this Linares guy. Let's just deal with that. And then we see where we are after that.
Yeah.
We see how it. I think that's the best way we're gonna deal with it for tonight. Because I got my crumble, my salted caramel waiting. What makes someone last question from Rachel says, Tundi, what makes someone number 1 in their division, belts or resume? Well, sometimes it's just down to their opinion. And listen, sanctioning bodies have their number 1s. The Ring magazine has their number 1s. But it's like Canelo. I was saying Canelo's number 1 before he was stated number 1.
Okay, so is Devin Haney the one lightweight in the world, Tun?
Let me answer. I was saying Floyd was number 1 before he was actually number 1. So we know the sanctioning bodies have their and the belts, they have their number 1, but it's all down to opinion, right. You know. And the only way you can wait, man. The only way you can deal with that is in the ring. So, answer your question, Spence.
Are you dealing with potentiality or actuality? Because actuality,
both. I'm dealing with both.
Potentiality, I'm saying Devin Haney could reign supreme as a lightweight.
Yes.
Right? Potentiality.
Yes.
Actuality, I'm going by the man who has the IBF crown,
yes,
the WBA crown, right? And the WBO lightweight crown.
Yes.
So therefore, majority rules in this case.
Yes.
Majority rules in this case. Plus, you knocked out Richie Comey.
Yeah, I've said that is a massive win.
Right, that's a massive win. So therefore, you are number 1. Until Devin comes and gives you a beating, you're number 1.
Yes.
That's how I'm rolling.
Okay.
Because you know what? Even because like I can't speak on certain things for one guy and then give the next guy a pardon because that make me a hypocrite. So I can't do that. And I vow to myself I'm not doing that no more. I'm just speaking how it is. When the fight happens, I believe that Devin can beat Teofimo Lopez, but he's got to get him in the ring first, which is going to be very difficult, as we know that my guy don't want that fight. That's number 1.
And the way they conduct the fight is he can just move up and weight.
Yeah. And that's what he's doing because he's already talking about moving up in weight already.
Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Hey, best man, that Australian boy don't beat him. What's his name? The one who beat Lee Silver.
Camboso.
Yeah.
He ain't beating shit.
What were you sure? He's a confident you. That boy's a confident you.
He ain't beating nothing, bro.
All right.
He ain't beating nothing. Yeah, I mean, right. unless Teofimo Lopez is smoking food before the fight, he ain't beating nothing. I'm just keeping it 100.
Yeah, no, listen. I get what people are saying with Devon, and he has to prove it in some people's minds. In others, they believe he's the standout. But for me, as I've always said, I just want to see this fight. I want to see how Devon comes in this fight and just shows this boy how to box. But it's definitely a good fight. Absolutely.
But I'm telling you that he's gonna stop. He's gonna stop Ladarius. It's an overhand right, so gonna clap him out in 6 rounds. We'll write down my prediction now. That's my prediction, right? Anyway, I'm stopping 20 from eating his apple crumble, whatever it was that he's eating.
Trust me, salt caramel, ice cream, and apple crumble. Okay.
And then the big life I eat.
Nah, Tesco's apple. Let me just tell you something. Tesco's apple crumble is better than any apple crumble out there. It's better than Waitrose. I'm just being honest.
For real?
Bruv, they put bare sugar in this thing. But the thing tastes is just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I tried to shop Waitrose. You know I'll shop Waitrose. But Tesco's apple crumble, oh my goodness. It's on another level. Crazy Killer 54 says, if Haney beats Ladarius, we give him credit that maybe he does have power, but he got to beat Teofimo. Why? Anyway, we'll see.
Around in circles, it's true. I agree with you on that one, but I'm saying that kid's got some mad potential. And when you talk to Mickey Bay and that, Mickey Bay no boxing. When Mickey Bay is telling you a thing like, nah, this youth's real, then regardless that he's training him, he wouldn't be saying that to me because that man know you can't talk no bullshit around me. I
tell you, Devon is gonna get stronger as well. I'm telling you, but that's what I say. To me, I'm like, just hold it out as long as you can because Devon is gonna get stronger. Because when he was 13, how old is Devon? Devon is
22, ain't he? 21.
22 years old, 17th of November. So when Devon was over here in 2012, which is 9 years ago.
Wait there. Stop for a second, Ton.
Go on.
See when you're in these little arrow countries, somebody next door shouting loud. Do you want to mind on us ring the reception to tell them man to keep this man to keep the news down?
Okay, so if he's 22 years old now, yeah, and he was the first time I was with Devon was 2012. That's 9 years ago. So that means he was what, 13?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 13. And I'm telling you, at that time, I'd never seen a 13-year-old punch so hard. I'd never seen a 13-year-old boy punch so hard and fast. So he's 22 now. And I just believe that, 13. Lady Shan says, she backs it up, she says 13. So I'm saying that he was ahead of his time then. And I feel that, you let this young man get to the age of 25, 26, 27. We really, really, really could be looking at something special. But I think this next fight is going to tell us a lot about them. So I really want to go out there. Bill asked us to come out there, but this COVID restriction and everything like that, and then you have to.
You know what? You'd get an exemption. Special athletes.
Okay.
You get an exemption.
Okay. We'll try and sort that out with Bill then. Yeah. All right, people. We're gonna have to go. Lady Shan, she's there. He has KO of the year 2019, and what I've learned, he fought Gamboa with a broken hand, and T had come on. And when have you ever seen Devon out of shape? Bro, he's
Never.
bro,
That boy's always in shape.
he's living it. Listen, I've been there, man. I've been in the yard. I've been in the house. Wake up in the yard. Jump in the pool in the mansion. I've been there. I've been in the elevator in the house. I've been there. And same ethics. Get your shoes on, running. Gym. Come back, eat, sleep. Bro, boxing is his life. Boxing is his life. And he's been groomed for this moment in time. Please God, everything goes according to plan. So people, 2 hours, 30 minutes. We were supposed to be on a trial for 30 minutes. Gary, I think you can tell the wife we're coming off now. Because it's a mad thing. And yeah, Spence, tomorrow night then, 10 o'clock.
Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. I'm going to say peace, two fingers out from Dubai. Tundi ends in closing. Where's the glasses, Tundi?
Come on, you know the set. Dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down. Peace, two fingers about. Join us tomorrow for the fight along. Jamal Heron defending his WBO World Super Featherweight title against the Jackal Carl Frampton. Tune in for our watch along. It will be live from Bill Aidy's got beard though, you know. Every minute.
You know, Bill could fill it. Hey, Bill, don't try coming on 999. Just put up the $100, man. You know what time it is, Bill.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bill says love to.
Listen, Bill's money's long before boxing. So Bill's, we know the set, Bill.
Come on. Will Haney, 999 again. He says, love both you brothers. They playing politics over here. No secrets in boxing. Loma, never a boogeyman at lightweight. Spencer, my wife, cook big dinner for you. See you soon, bro.
I'm coming, bro. Assalamu alaikum to you, my brother. Alhamdulillah.
Yes. Love. Peace out. See you tomorrow, everyone.
Yeah, later.
Love.